Hey, Chris, how's it going? How's the audio? Just going to send out a quick text to let some folks know I'm live. Yes, Sunday fun days. We like a Sunday. I'm a fan of the Sunday, except for the fact that tomorrow's Monday, and I'm not a huge fan of the Mondays. I'm doing well. Just got back from walking the doggos. Yes, my doggos are doing. They're a little upset. Their person, which is not me, is not here. They're like, when I came home, they're at the door. They're like, James, and I'm like, no, sorry, kiddos, not James, it's Jackie. And they're like, oh, okay, fine. I still gave them a treat. Like, I came in, hey, Jolie. I walked right in to the house, and I walked to my bedroom because I needed to use the restroom. I just got home from the morning, and my Great Dane stopped me at his treat jar and put his nose on it. I'm like, okay, I see where you think how I'm important in life is to give you a treat, which I did. Hey, Dee. Hey, Beautiful Steps. Hey, Jolie. Hey, Chris. Hi, everybody. Hi, Jennifer. I have today is my husband's birthday. Yes, he's not home. He actually made an appointment to go to a place in Austin, so he's just not here. And I'm like, are you sure you want to do this on your birthday? I mean, I scheduled it so we had nothing to do today. And he's like, yeah, no, I don't want to go on Saturday. I'm like, that's fine. If you want to go on Sunday, which is your birthday, you can, but we could also go on Saturday. And he didn't want to. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I went to church. He went up to Austin. He's not back yet. So today's plans are we're going to probably go to a movie. Depends on how he feels. You know, I don't know. He might just want a nap all day. He did not sleep very well. He stayed up till 3 a.m. The man's a night owl. He's just forced to be a day person because we have to work during the day. But he's excuse me. I didn't sleep that well either. But in my description box, guys, I have I linked a channel, or I posted a channel, whatever. I just found them, and it was funny because I was on Instagram. It wasn't YouTube who recommended this person to me. It was Instagram. So on Instagram, it goes, a person you know, you might know, you might want to follow. And I'm like, I don't know this person. So I clicked on the profile. I'm like, wait. But I know Brian, who follows him. So I'm like, okay, well, I know Brian. So I went, and it says, this is my YouTube. So I went to YouTube, and I picked it up. Yeah, watching Jacob around 3 a.m. I believe it because he stopped texting or chatting Beautiful Steps. So we were watching Jacob's live show last night. And I actually made the pre-show and the live show. But anyway, there's a new Hermes Journey channel, and I love it. It's called the Handbag Husband. And what got me to just automatically click on his videos and say, yes, I'm subscribing to you, is that it says, nobody holds my wife's bags better than I do. I'm like, yes, that's so cool. As a married person, I have handed my bag off to James more than once. So like, James, hold this while I'm doing something. So it's his journey, his story about his Hermes journey starting from zero. So he only has like 20 videos, but he has like over 200 subscribers already. So I just started watching his videos. So if y'all like watching the Hermes journey like I do, watch him. Hey, Burka Boy, I think you follow him too. Did you follow a content creator called the Handbag Husband? Because I just followed him. He's in my description box. He only has 20 videos. He has 200 some odd subs, but it's about his journey about Hermes. And it looks really interesting because it just looks, oh yes, you do. So it was you and Brian both follow him. Well, he came up in my Instagram, and I'm like, I gotta go look. Yeah, it's just like, he's new, and he's in Los Angeles. No, not in Los Angeles. He's in Los Angeles, and he's going to the second Hermes store, not the first one. So the first Hermes store in Los Angeles is Rodeo Drive, and he's going to the new one they just opened. And this is about his journey about Hermes. And I love it because he goes, we're nobody. It's like, we're just going in there. We just want to, it's awesome. I'm like, this is me. I can relate. Although I can't actually buy an Hermes bag, but I can enjoy other people's journey. Here's the truth of the matter. If I was given an Hermes bag, I'd probably be so nervous over it. I probably couldn't use it. So I just love watching other people, there is anyway, I was just very fun. I started watching the videos and I thought I'd share because why not? I watch it, might as well share what I'm watching with everybody else who's watching me. And I filmed a couple unboxings today for January, but we're going to show you well, I'm going to show you one of the things anyway. But I also put on makeup. Look at this. Look at this. Full on makeup. I have, where did I put it? And I've already lost it. What? How did I lose it? I just used it this morning. Seriously, this is why I can't have nice things. I don't know what I did with it. Really, Jackie. Well, if I want to use it tomorrow, I'm going to have to find it. Hi, Mr. Milo. Mr. Milo is a little upset that, his, so this is not the foundation I use, but this is one of the ones I have. This is the Magic Foundation by Charlotte Tilbury. I don't really like this. It's too heavy for me. The one I'm wearing is, maybe I dropped it. I drop everything. Hi, little dog. Hi, big dog. No, I have nothing to give you guys. Go away. Nope. No, I already gave you treats. You can't, oh. Anyway, I used a Laura Geller lighter, makeup. Yes, there's like, where is Dad? I'm like, I don't know where Dad is. He's somewhere in Austin, guys. But he's like, you're not Dad. I'm like, no, I'm not. He's like, oh, here it is. I found it. This is what I'm using on my face. It's called Quench and Tint. Too much light. That one. Laura Geller. And this one looks pretty good. I like this one. This is what I bought. It's a light hydrating foundation because I am as dry as the Sahara, guys. I have so much, I am surrounded with face cream. I have this one. I have this one. Eye creams. I mean, these are just I have another one over here. This is a really nice one. I like this one a lot from a brand that I love, but people hate. And then these are Estee Lauder. These are just all heavy duty face creams, not face lotions, face creams. And I have this is a new vitamin C serum from Avon. So yeah, all the stuff. I have all the stuff. Now I just need to use all the things, right? Beautiful Steps. You look like me with the GST. It's a bag I have. Forgot. I have to forget the brand. Oh, really? Oh, yeah, the Carry It. Yeah. And the GST, for those who don't know, is the Grand Shopping Tote by Chanel. You just have to forget and then use it. Because if you sit there and worry about it, you're going to be like, I can't use this. It's so precious. Anyway, whatever. Oh, yeah, you beautiful stuff. You have the Tilbury or the Laura Geller. I know you have a lot of makeup. Probably the Charlotte Tilbury because she's British. She's a makeup artist from Britain. And this one, I don't know where Laura Geller, it says New York, so I'm assuming she's an American, but I have a lot of her makeup. I'm not very good at it, so I enjoy it, but I've never really grew up wearing it. I have a lot of allergies. So even today, even though I've only had eyeshadow on for like a few hours, I've already been like touching it and rubbing it and my eyes have watered. So it's just allergies. It's just me or is it Balenciaga coming back? My feed overloaded with influencers. Yeah, because of the runway show with Miss Rihanna. I'm not gonna lie, that full length blue fur faux coat she wore, fabulous. But it's just a full length fur coat. There's really nothing there's not much style other than it was on Rihanna. So, I mean, it's a full length fur coat. They're not, only thing special is that it's faux. And I think because all those other star-studded, what's it called? Influencers, all those actors and people were at the show that it's just been in. It's like, oh, we're we're back. They're like, no, you're not. You're not back. You're still canceled. You think you're back. No one's buying you. I had to toughen up to my Chanel reissue tote being the only bag big enough to hold my movie snacks. I love that, D. That's hilarious. Beautiful Laura Geller is from the US, and I have that moisturizer. I have plenty of Laura Geller. Yeah, I like Laura Geller makeup. I have, but no, I really would love if I could buy any. There's two Hermes bags. If I could buy them, I would. And it's not really even the cost, because I have looked on the pre-love market. They're not unattainable, but they are not inexpensive. But it's the Bolide and the Garden Party. I love the Garden Party, and I love the Bolide. I also like some of their other bags, like the Trim or something. It's something that I love Jessie Stiles, because I love looking at her backdrop of bags, because she just has a very specific aesthetic and look, and it's like a rainbow of Hermes bags, and it's just really pretty. But the Trim, thank you, Birkin Boy. And I'd love to go into a store, but I think if I ever actually really did buy something from the Hermes store, the first thing I'd buy would be the sterling silver, or there's a coffee cup I desperately want. It's just a beautiful cup. I think it's the one that Cassie Thorpe has. A lot of people collect their china and home goods. I don't care about the pillows and the blankets. I have dogs, they'll be destroyed. But the china, I'm like, oh, I want that cup so bad. And then I collect teacups too. That was actually my first collection in life, and I have a whole cabinet of teacups. One day I might bring a couple out. And the one I destroyed was a Tiffany cup. That was so sad. I was so sad. It was my only Tiffany & Co. cup, and I can't buy it again. It was beautiful. So teacups and coffee cups aren't the same thing. They're not the same style. They look differently. They are different. And I collect teacups. So I have a lot of British china, because Britain has this thing about teacups. Chinese teacups, Asian teacups, not the same as Western teacups. But I would probably buy teacups, then the silk, and the some of the sterling silver before I ever bought a bag, because I have so many bags. And once you spend $500 on a teacup, a bag might look reasonable. I would never tell my husband how much those teacups cost. I would just not. Let's see. D says, oh wait, Jolie, I want a garden party in anemone. I don't know what that color is. But you have one in black. That's pretty cool, Jolie. I've seen it. D says, Valencia can go straight to the garbage heap. I don't like them before the scandal, and I really don't like them now. Birkin Boy says, right, D. And then Beautiful Steps, Birkin Boy, it's not just you. Had a big disappointment last week with Maria Dragonova. She had a Balenciaga. Oh, really? Baseball cap on in her video. Kim Morris is watching your live per 7. Yes, thank you. D says, I would love a garden party. I would like the sushi plate. I would like put my daily journal. That's smart. Birkin Boy says, Jackie, send me images of the cups here. I'll have to find it for you. And I will. Beautiful Steps. I know I'm so over it. Well, Balenciaga, to me, looks like a street brand. And I don't think they started out as a street brand. And I really do like the city bag. I do. I honestly do. But I can't represent something that people say, oh, that's a Balenciaga. Now, one of my cousins owns one. She's my first cousin, and she bought it right before the scandal. And she wrestled with the whole, do I use it? Do I not use it? But it's her only luxury bag. And she lives in New York, so she carries it. But I have one perfume, Flora Botanica by Balenciaga. That's the only item of Balenciaga I own, and I bought it before the scandal. And I like it, and it's discontinued anyway, so it's not even. But I don't think it's very. I don't like their. Okay, forget the products, right? Their shows. If you're has now with the modern internet, we can watch these shows. We don't have to be at the show to watch the show. We can just watch it on YouTube after the fact. People will stream the fashion shows. And looking at the theming of the fashion shows gives me zero desire to look at the products. Just looking at how they want to display their clothes at the fashion show. So why am I going to buy any of your things? Obviously, I'm not their audience. I'm just not, you know. Let's see. Burger Boy, they're a trash brand. They use shock value because that's all that's all they offer. You know, D says I'm in. Burger Boy, they are low class clowns. Well, yeah, they did that chip bag, and they did some other kind of novelty things, and they did a lot of pageantry, you know, to show off a item. But like when I think of Balenciaga, other than the scandal, I think of Kim Kardashian in that Balenciaga tape. Wearing tape as an outfit might be a statement, but I do not believe that is considered clothing. I mean, it's a costume. You know, you taped yourself with tape with a name, and it looked like crime scene tape. And then for Halloween costumes, they made them because they were considered, I mean, she wore it as clothing, but honestly, it was a joke, you know. And I don't know if I would, as a designer, want my clothing or my brand to be considered a joke. You know, I don't want to be a meme. You know, not in the meme where people are making fun of you. I mean, isn't that the definition of a meme? But anyhow, on Super Jacob's show yesterday, we were talking about the Chanel Manchester show, and that, although I liked the clothing, it reminded me of Queen Victoria's suit outfits. It really did. It's like, I know everybody was going, oh, those are so beautiful, so 60s. Look at that tweed, look at that jacket, look at that skirt. I'm like, yeah, they're matching monogram colors of suits that look just like the Queen Mother. Well, or not Queen Mother, the Queen, who's now no longer the Queen. So the King's Mother. You know, I'm just like, it didn't strike me as innovative. It did look approachable, but the thing about wearing suiting that's that bright and that it's very memorable. That's why a lot of people wear neutrals. You can wear neutrals for several seasons. If you wear a specific color of green or a specific color of the color of the spring or whatever, next spring you're not wearing that suit, and those suits cost too much to not. That's why people buy white and black and navy and brown and cream, because those you can wear over and over and over year after year after year. You get a bright green lime suit, and how often are you going to wear that? If I wanted a bag that looks like a bag of chips, I just buy chips and a snack before I make a bag out of it. Yes, D, I agree. Jennifer says, I sent you an email. Okay, I'll go look at the email after the live. D says, I liked the show. There were a lot of cute outfits, but not worth the money. Yeah, I mean, they're not unattractive. They're attractive. They're beautiful. I mean, these are beautiful designer clothes. But again, without the internet, without streaming and media, I would never have seen these clothes. I mean, I don't have a Chanel clothing boutique anywhere near me. None of the stores I shop in. I'm wearing a $10 dress from China, guys. I'm not that client. They don't. The only way Chanel fits me is if I go in there and custom order something. You know, Birkin Boy, I love and adore tweed. Don't sleep on tweed. Oh, yeah, tweed's amazing. I love tweed. I live in Texas. Tweed is so not appropriate. Tweed is too warm. So, I mean, this is the middle of December, and this is what I'm wearing. I wear this in the middle of June as well as the middle of December because it's really not that cold here. Tweed's beautiful. Tweed is very. I had some Ralph Lauren tweed. I love tweed bags. I love tweed jackets. I love tweed skirts, but it is by nature of the fabric thicker. You know, I love the look. I'm not knocking the tweed at all. I'm just saying, color choice is important. And if you saw that Chanel runway, it was like Easter, colorful, more colorful than Easter, but very spring, very, very beautiful. I'm not saying it's not beautiful, but it just reminded me of the King's mother. Their King's mother. I have to learn new language now. Just not right for Florida or Texas, unless you live northern Texas. Yeah, a tweed in Florida with humidity, I can't even imagine. Beautiful steps. Those puffy sleeves were so 1890s and late Victorians, and the pastels were Queen's mother. Yeah, right. Early 20s too, and they were saying 60s, and I was saying 50s years before a problem of Queen Elizabeth the second. Yeah, not the first Elizabeth II. Yeah, but it was just like I didn't see 60s so much, and you're right, those sleeves were very much 1800s Victorian, and you saw how uncomfortable, I mean, I don't know how comfortable models are. They're told to have blank face. I really missed the modeling of the 90s where people looked and moved in joy in the clothing they were wearing versus just walking around like a mannequin. But, that's just me. And again, I'm not the client. I'm not the client of these fashion houses. She dressed like an Easter egg. Yeah. Solid monochrome colors, beautiful clothing, beautiful suiting, absolutely wonderfully tailored stuff. I love it. I love the look. But it's not new, it's just beautiful suiting. Yeah, watching old movies. Yeah, I love there was a really funny Facebook comparison that went around years ago showing Cary Grant, the actor, in clothing of the time period, just walking around in town, and then another younger person of modern times in the 2000s walking around in town, and compare and contrast, where Cary Grant's walking around in a suit with a jacket, a overcoat and a great coat, and a suiting and a hat. The side picture was of the current modern times, which was track pants, very expensive track pants, very expensive shoes, thousands of dollars worth of clothes. It just looked like you were homeless, and attractively homeless, because it was very expensive streetwear. Oh gosh. Bergen Boy, when it comes to models, they're so thin, they are always uncomfortable. Oh yeah. I've read enough model interviews about what they do before shows. That virtually they're on a water diet for 2 days before they do a show. And if they're not doing that, they're lying, because I've read so many people saying that to do those shows is so unhealthy to be that thin. G says the 80s and 90s were an era of supermodels. The models outshine the clothes. Yes, but it made you want to buy the clothes, because I wanted to wear what Claudia Schiffer was wearing. I don't remember those clothes anymore, let alone the models. I barely remember the clothes. But when in the 90s, when you saw, Cindy Crawford walk down with something, you remembered, oh, did you see Cindy's new outfit on the cover of whatever? I don't say that about the celebrities anymore. Bergen Boy, but they look fabulous. Oh yes. The new how to dress back then. My grandfather wore a suit and bow tie every day. It was either a bow tie or a bolo tie. He had balding hair, so almost completely bald, so he always wore a hat. Always wore nice clothing, always. And my father, his son, didn't do the suits or the bow ties. But he did slacks and a coat and a regular tie. And my generation comes around, and I'm just like, oh, well, I'm not going to wear any of that. I'm wearing blue jeans and a t-shirt. Bye. See ya. Because that's what athleisure is, what people are wearing. That if you go to the mall and you go to the stores and you look at the clothing that's for sale and what people are wearing themselves, they might be wearing a $3,000 handbag, but they're walking around in Fabletics and what's that other Uniqlo stuff, and what was that other what's the name of that very popular places I don't shop at. Beautiful steps. Queen Mother Elizabeth I wore pastels. Queen Elizabeth II wore bright colors. Got it. Mr. Milo. He's still not here. I'm sorry. I know. You had breakfast. He's just not here. I know. It's just so sad, right? So anyway, I've been chatting along for 25 minutes. Sir, I don't know if you can probably hear his tail. That's his tail whapping. Lethal. He's extremely happy to be the center of attention. He's like, who are you talking to? I'm like, yeah, I know. So anyway, I bought at the beginning of the month. Jolie says, she said, I want people to see me. And the beautiful steps, Jax, do you have food? No, I don't actually have food on my desk. Normally that is the key, right? I don't even have dog treats over here. It is ridiculous. Linda P, happy Sunday. I love the Queen's bright colors. I liked all her clothes. I do. I like it. I think it's timeless, you know. It's always going to be appropriate, you know. Mr. Milo, I am talking. Mr. Watson, what do you have in your mouth that is not food, sir? Mr. Watson, not food. Oh my God, pugs are not smart. Okay, no more pet. No, back up. No, back up. I am not there. There. You cannot come in. I had to block them off. They're blocked. No, I can still hear your tail. Don't lay down, sir. Okay. This is what I bought. And I got this for a steal of a deal. Steal. Yeah, I'm babysitting the pups. I know. They're like children that don't listen. This is a Coach Rogue. And this is, I think, their first generation. I'm not sure. It's part of their 1941 line before they discontinued that. But it's weird because now they're taking elements from that line that did well, and they're incorporating it to the new product line. So this used to be their own little like up brand in Coach. It's this is a 1941. So the reason I got this for a good deal is because it doesn't have the straps. These have shoulder straps with it along with the handle. So this handle is Python, natural, and it has a coating, so there's no lifting. But this bag has been through the ringer, not so much in the leather. This is what I'm saying about, let's see, Birkin Boy. Oh, I'm on the lookout for a Rogue. I used to have several and sold them all for a few years ago. I want one back bad. What color are you looking for? So this one is the beechwood and chalk, right? So this is one of the first generation. So interesting, the zipper, this leather is a smooth leather, and then this is all pebbled leather around it. And part of the problem with this bag was whoever owned this bag, Birkin Boy, blue or green? Oh, green would be so pretty, especially in that Amazonian green that they have. You can see where the handles have been resting. There is damage to the edge paint. And here, where the zipper that goes over this edge, has rubbed off the edge paint here. So this is exposed, and this is just the raw leather with the lining without a coating. And I don't think any edge coating is going to survive having the friction of this zipper, and they overloaded it, right? So the person who sold this to me, she has too many bags, and I said, well, I'm looking to rehab one. Would you willing to sell this to me for $100? Because these are not, these sold for $800, probably $600 the first time they came out. They're around $600 to $800 now, especially anything with snake on it. It doesn't have the hang tag. It doesn't have the clochette. It has some cracking all over on all of the piping. Not piping, but edge paint. But the leather is amazing. The leather is doing really well. So I'm not sure what year this came out, but this is a beautiful bag, and I'm not upset. Let me see if I can see the creed. So based on the number, this is M16, so like 2016 this came out, so first generations. But it was stored wrong, guys. It was stored wrong. So part of the thing with they probably had the reason this cracked where it cracked was they stored it like this, right? They probably stored it like this. You want to tie this up when you let them sit. If you let them sit, you want to put boards in them, something to give it some structure because of the pebbled leather, or you fold in, and if you fold in the handles like so, you might still get some indentations here depending on what leather it is, because these came in pebble leather or smooth leather. So these should have had instruction manuals when people bought these. Honestly, you can't just throw them on the shelf, and because they're going to start just to keep puddling, right? If you like the puddled, relaxed look, this is a phenomenal bag. But if you like it when it was first brand new and it was structured and all the points were all pointy and everything was super boxy, then you would be disappointed with this bag because this bag doesn't stay that way. The Dreamer, which is a bag they used to have, had hardware that made the corners stick up, But I love this bag. And what I'm going to do with this bag is I'm going to remove all of the edge painting that's on here with an X-Acto knife, and I'm going to leave it raw. I'm going to leave it raw. There's a little bit of edge painting on the, if you're looking for these bags, this folded over bit of leather, there's a little bit of edge paint on here too. That's also has where it's rolled, where it's wrinkling because of how they stored it, right? So it's Broken Boy. I think the Rogue looks better when it's broken in and slouchy. Yes, I do too. I like this look. I like the slouch. I like the nodding ears in. I like this bag. I love this bag. I like the way it looks. I'm just gonna take off the contrast, and I'm not gonna recoat it because I do have edge coat. But I also like the look of the raw leather. So I'm gonna see what it looks like when I'm done, and then I'm gonna find some straps somewhere, and we'll see. So let's see. Let me see what I've missed. D says, I love the chalk color from Coach. I love the Carry shoulder bag in the color, and I'm obsessed with the Amazon green. I have the Carry shoulder bags, and you have the Lana 24. Oh, I like the Lana. I won't lie. I like the Lana. Let's see. I'm gonna sneeze. Trying not to sneeze. Oh, that's the worst. I do Beautiful Steps. I do the cardboard inserts to store some of my bigger vintage, and they aren't pebbled. Yes, I mean it depends on how you store everything, right? So don't admire the bags. Don't store your bags like me at all. This is exactly what you should never do. By the way, I just do it because this is the space I have. My Miss Jelly says my Basquiat Rogue is heavy and I never use it. A lot of people. Okay, so this without anything in it is heavy. This is not, guys. This is not as heavy as a Dooney large satchel. This is not as heavy as those. This is, and I only carry the same things over and over and over again. So the problem with a large bag is you feel like you should just put more and more in it. But that's why I change out constantly. Like I've been in the same bag for 3 days. That goes into the record of my most used bag of 2023, honestly. 3 days in one bag in a row for me is huge. Let me show you. And I found something out about it though. By using this bag. So this is the Dinky, which I love, and I've used it since I got it 3 days in a row. And let's see, what am I missing? Beautiful Steps. Store on the shelves. You saw the pictures and the vintage pictures, and the vintage aren't as many as yours. Yes. Linda P, 3 days is a lot. Yes, for me, 3 days is huge. The Dooney satchel is the heaviest bag I own. Yes, the Dooney large satchel is the heaviest bag there is, in my opinion. It is very well made, and it only gets better with time. It gets, I don't know. I love that bag. I will always love that bag. So this is what I learned about this bag. I was sitting there today at church, and I was looking like, what is causing this little indentation popping out? So it's like, is convex, not concave. It's convex from this perspective. You can see a little bump in the leather. You can see the light reflecting on it. So I opened this up. So this is one of those things I did think about, because these have these kiss lock purses in here, these kiss lock knobs. So probably the way I need to store this is to put a piece of foam right here when I'm not using it, or this is just going to keep, because this is older than the other one I have, so that's going to keep happening. But I prefer the dinky and the smooth leather, not the pebbled leather. Hey, Luxational Birkin Boy, my Birkin 40 in Togo weighs 5. My lord, 5.7 pounds empty. Whoa, that's like, that's a commitment. Native of Montana. Hey, Native, so you made my live. Hi, everyone. Just noticed you're live. Jackie was listening as I wrap gifts, and we got to multitask. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Most people, I do it myself. I listen to people's lives or videos and just listen. That's why I try to read all the comments and respond, so you don't have to read the chats if you're not able to. D says, I broke out my city steamer yesterday and I'm still in it. I will probably be in it tomorrow. It's heavy like a tank, but I love it. Yep. Yep. 11 pounds with all of my... You have 4 pounds worth of things you put in your Birkin? What do you take with you every day, Birkin Boy? That is a lot. I wanted to ask you, how did you start your Hermes journey? I mean, you must have true love and fondness. Your, YouTube handling name is, handle is Birkin Boy. So what was the first bag you purchased from Hermes? We need to weigh our Doonies. Oh man, I don't want to weigh my Doonies. They're so heavy. That's a newborn. Yeah, you know what? You're right. 11 pounds is the weight of a baby. Or at least a 1 pound, a big sack of flour, Jolie, my weight, weight is why I don't even look at Birkins. It's not for little old me. Yeah, no, Birkins. Well, he is saying he has a Birkin 40. This isn't like it's a Birkin 20 or 25. It's a 40. That is huge. It takes tote to new levels. Vivian says, I'm removing some of my heavier bags from my collection. I'm over carrying luggage. Yeah, it is luggage sometimes. It really is. The first bag I bought in 2003 was a Birkin. You bought the Birkin 40 straight off the bat? Well, no small steps for you. Needs to pay y'all for carrying their bags. Well, there was a time when the bigger the bag, it was in the 2000s. That was what people were carrying. People were carrying the Almas and the. I mean, that's why I like the Louis Vuitton canvas, and it's why I'm so sad that they keep pushing canvas away, because canvas is light, indestructible, fun, goes with everything. I love it. I bought the Dooney top collar, the heavier than satchel. Oh. Have it in the satchel to compare. Really? Send me a photo of a top collar. I don't know what that one is. Yeah, back then it was different. Back then people carried heavy bags. They carried giant bags. And I think we're going back to that, but in a new look, in a new way, right? Native of Montana. Jackie, can you use a leather conditioner meant to car seats on a vintage coach? Yes, you can, but I would look on your leather conditioner for your car and see what the ingredients are. And if it has silicone, I would not recommend it. Silicone is too much of a barrier. Now, this is just my opinion, but Coach's leather conditioner is a silicone base. Now, silicone is great as an ingredient of many, many things. Not so much in a natural, it's not really a fiber, but a natural skin, which has pores. So you want it to be conditioned, but you don't want to close it off either. It depends on, in vintage Coach, because of its vegetable tan dyed and not the modern chrome dyeing, you probably want more of a natural leather conditioner than a car conditioner. It depends on the conditioner, guys. Just look at it. Let's see. Linda S. My LV canvas is pretty indestructible. I beat my bags up and still look good. Yes. Jolie says it's okay. I know that the Birkin is an icon, but it's impractical for me. Vivian, I need to weigh my Dooney and Burke Florentine large satchel. They'll tell you when you buy them how much they weigh, and they're about 3.5 pounds. I use CPR. Yeah, Miss Jelly, CPR is pretty good. Alexational, I love my LV canvas, but here's the trouble. I ran into it starts to all look the same. Yes, I got sick of looking at it. You can only have 10 different bags. Yes, that's true. That's true. You can't have an entire wardrobe of just the same material because it gets boring. You get bored. You get bored. You get bored. That's the way it is. Birkin Boy, no, I meant Hermes was different back then. You could walk in and buy. Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that. I don't know anything about Hermes. My mother was not an Hermes fan. She wasn't a Chanel fan either. My mother really only did Gucci. She liked, and I've said her favorite brands before. Her favorite brands and what influenced me, Louis Vuitton. What's the other one she carried? Gucci originally. She doesn't carry Gucci anymore. She likes Dior, but also she liked Ferragamo, Stuart Weitzman for shoes, Maggie Borley, and Bali. These were Italian. She really liked Italian leathers more than the French. She loved French design. Like she loved French clothing. She one of her favorite French clothing to find is Lafayette. Beautiful clothing. And she wears, my mother, she's tall, not tall, short little Asian lady. But that's amazing that you could just go walk in there and buy a bag. And now it's like, no, sir, you only have 2 per year. It's just ridiculous. Let's see. Jolie says my Speedy 35 is feather light. Yes, that's true because it's canvas. It's just it's cotton coated with polyurethane, or a poly type of thing. It's the plastic coating on top of a cotton. I love LV canvas too. Need to weigh your steamer. I agree. I just don't like the stupid games. Oh no, I enjoy they have to. The demand has outstripped production. It's not really a game. It's survival. if and honestly, there's more Birkins out in the wild, like in people's collections, than if people started to sell them all off, they'd lose value because there are lots out there, just not for sale. G says, neither do I. What keeps their value up is people keep them in their closet. If people dump them all on the market at the same time, they would devalue very fast because they'd be everywhere. If you flood the market with anything, it's going to get cheaper. LV canvas all the way, so lightweight. I absolutely love them. Vivian says, shop vintage for LV. Absolutely, I agree. The vintage LV canvas, there is a difference. There is a difference in feel. I absolutely agree with you. Vivian says Lexol is amazing. I haven't used that conditioner yet. D says that's the only way to go, Vivian. Luxational says I love vintage Gucci, but then I found out that my vintage Gucci Diane bag was made from pigskin leather, and that's kind of turned. What? Luxational, if you get tired of that Gucci, let me know, because pigskin is like some of the most durable leather there is. It's pretty good leather. I mean, pigskin's not. I mean, it gets a bad rap because it's pigskin, but it's honestly really good leather. Super indestructible. Like if you want a bag you can beat up, that's a bag you can beat up. Linda P. Oh, good to know, Luxational. Birkin Boy, I have to go, guys. Have a great day. Bye, Birkin Boy. Thank you for hanging out with me. I want to see your outfit today. I didn't see if you posted one or not. You always wear such great outfits. If you guys don't follow Birkin Boy on Instagram, please do. He has the coolest wardrobe. He always looks so together. Happy Sunday. Luxational, really, if I'm wrong, okay, tell me, girl. Oh, no. Pigskin is truly, I mean, the reason why it's not as coveted is because it's so durable. It's durable. Really, really durable. And if you like to have a bag, and that's why when you're in the market of selling things and you want people to buy new things, you don't sell them things that last forever. That will last forever. Like lambskin, too delicate. Sheepskin, yeah, it's okay. Cow skin, buffalo skin, pig skin, awesome stuff. Bye, Birkin Boy. Yeah, pig skin is nothing to. It is some durable stuff. That bag will live another 40 years. The lining might rot out before the skin does. Really. Beautiful steps. Native Montana. Check out the ingredients. Try not to use silicones on bags. A majority of card leather moisturizers have. Yeah, the silicone is what you have to look out for. No silicones on your leather conditioners. Hey, birthday boy. James just came home. The dogs have been beside themselves, sir. They've been like, where have you been? I was going to get you a cake, but then I thought maybe it'd be better if you could choose your own cake.
What's that?
I was going to surprise you with a cake, but then I thought you might have more fun picking out your own birthday cake. Okay. So I wasn't sure. And then Caitlin asked if Mike was going to come over. I'm like, it's not that kind of a party. So, okay. I have 33-year-old Speedy and a new one measures with micrometers exactly the same. My mezzo tote, however, stiffer and thicker. That's pretty good investigation, Jolie. D says Miss Jelly. Linda P says Gucci is back in the running. I have a Gucci on layaway right now. It's yeah, I had to ask the husband for that one. I said, I know we shouldn't do this, and I know I can't afford this, and I know it's bad all the way around, but I'm doing it. And he's like, okay. Tell James we're sending him happy birthdays. Yeah, he went to go take a birthday nap. This is what people don't understand. James is an introvert. He does not like. I'm the extrovert, and in my family, I am the introvert of the family. So my sister and my mother are more outgoing than I am. Shocking. And I will talk to anybody. But they're even when I'm with my mom and sister, I am the quiet one in the room. I hold my hand. Oh no, it's fine, luxational. They don't tell you. You know, you don't know, and it's like a secret. They don't want you to know either, to be truthful. If everybody knew how good pigskin was, it's hard to work with, but if everybody knew how good it was, they would be like, I don't want this lambskin's soft to touch, but it scratches, it falls apart, it's delicate by nature. I'm a baby animal, guys. Lambskin is a baby sheep, you know. Native, that thanks, beautiful steps. Good to know about the silicones. Happy birthday, James. Pre-loved. Yes, my Gucci is pre-loved. Yes, it's not new. It is not a brand new Gucci. There's a brand new canvas Gucci I want out of the men's collection in navy, but I am not paying those prices. Are you ever traveling to Chicago? I don't know. I've never been to Chicago. I'm not taking it off the calendar, but it's not on the way. D says, I have a Gucci tote bag on my back porch airing out. It's still a little musty. Yep. Jolie says, hubby is an introvert too and have introvert tendencies. We have building an island of solitude in the country. You live in the boonies. You know, luxational. I'm not messing with lambskin. Yeah, no, lambskin's so delicate. Calf skin, lambskin, just very soft, beautiful, very delicate. Miss Jelly, if you do, Jackie, let me. I will absolutely let you know if we ever go to Chicago. It could happen. I'm not sure when. I need to get to Virginia first. Yeah, lambskin is beautiful, but it's not for people like me who toss bags around, and it's not the best for my life. You know, it is tactilely beautiful. I love it. I love touching it. I love looking at it. It's awesome. I grew up with sheepskin rugs. I mean, I have no problem with animal hides. None. I don't even have a problem with fur coats. My mother had a seal coat, which I'm a little sad about because I love seals, but still, she lives in Denmark. It's cold there. And then she gave it to my cousin who lives in Norway. It's colder in Norway. She needed that seal coat. And I gave my mother a fox, Arctic fox trimmed coat. And I was watching this thing about fashion history, and it was more of archaeology. They did a reproduction. Fur coats or fur leather coats with fur on them are to offer more warmth, durability, and will outlive our puffy, plasticky coats. When I was living in Michigan, I wore goose down filled coats because it's so cold that you had to. So they were windshield fabric, right? But with goose down interiors. They were very expensive. But that's what you do when it's freezing in Michigan off a lake. So anyway, textile history. And I did not go to fashion school. I just watch a lot of documentaries. I like documentaries. I like watching other people learn stuff and teach me. Beautiful Step says, I love lambskin too. My favorite is Gucci key holder and lambskin. Yeah, so I'm getting, so the Gucci bag I'm getting is the Gucci jockey bag. So it's a hobo type style bag. I'm not sure what skin it is, but it's black. I am turning the corner on the black bag thing, guys. After getting the black Reed and Kirchhoff bag, and the black LV bag and Epi, I am turning the corner of my black bag collection. I used to only have black bags for funerals, and I got rid of all those bags, and now I'm getting black bags for just because, and that's changing my opinion of the black bag. So I'm having fun with it. Miss Jelly, I have a Rick Owens lambskin bag, and it's gorgeous. I don't have anything from Rick Owens. There are some very affordable Gucci bags on eBay. Yes, they are. Because there's Gucci and there's Gucci, right? And I was actually looking at some Dior bags, because if you watch Living Lex with Meredith, she showed her Dior collection. I do love the Dior Caro bag that she has several of, but Dior has had so many rebrandings of their logo. And one of the very first bags I ever purchased off eBay was a counterfeit I didn't know. I was lied to. And it was because of they said, oh, it's an older version of the logo. And that's when I realized how many different logos Dior has. So Dior is one of those brands that's just like, I don't trust you. You have so many different logos, and I don't know which one was authentic. So I don't even look at Dior anymore. Although I did when I watched Meredith's video, because I loved her bag so much. She has some beautiful, and here, guys, I'm not a Lady Dior fan. I bought a inspired version of the Lady Dior that never said Dior, but it's not very functional. The handles are in the way. They're a little too thick, and not in width, but in height. The hold, it's just, the Dior bag is just not for me. But I did see, I can't remember who has it. One of the other YouTubers I watch has a really big Dior, Lady Dior, like super big one. That one looked great. Now, the little tiny ones, I'm like, my hands, I wear a size 9 ring. I have a size 7 wrist. They're big hands, even though I'm short. Luxational, I have a lot of black bags, but they're all different, yes. Miss Jelly black bag. Black on black bags. Jolie says, my car are always black on black too. Native Montana. My favorite is a zipper top bag. Yes. Yeah, I like a zipper top bag, but I'm getting used to the open. I like all of them. I like the flap. I like the zipper. I like the open. I have a little bit of everything, because I like a little bit of everything. I like colors. I like different brands. I really would like to get one of those. I almost bought one of those Brandon Blackwood totes, but the person I bought it from canceled the sale, I'm assuming. It didn't meet their. People do that a lot on eBay. Is they'll put something down for a low bid, and then when somebody actually buys it, they'll cancel the sale because they really want it, and they didn't even put it on reserve. Because that's the other thing. They'll like bid for 99 cents, and then you'll bid for 99 cents. So the reserve not met. I'm like, well, what's your reserve? Why don't you start it at your reserve and then go from there? But anyway, I don't like the Miss Dior 2 unless the East West, and those are still, handles are not for me. Miss Jelly says, I always wanted a Lady Dior, but that opening doesn't do it for me. Well, the Lady Dior and like the Capucine, I feel like have the same problems. They're structured differently, but their function is very similar. Now, the Lady Dior doesn't have a split compartment, but I don't think the Capucine does. It just has a stationary handle that acts almost like a split compartment because it's not. I like a bigger opening more than anything. Jolie says, I love and use my old lady did zipper on top bag on black, soft and good size, medium. Dior. Oh, Lady Dior. I don't know. I don't think I've shown you guys my Vivienne Westwood bag. I think I did a video on it, but I didn't show it to you. Here it is. So I don't know if this is a real thing. I don't know. I got this from eBay from Hong Kong, which is sus to begin with because it's Hong Kong, right? And they said it was a leather bag. It's not. It's vegan. And it says so in here. And they showed the photos in such a way that you couldn't see that it was vegan. I might have shown this to you guys. I think I have. So it says vegan right here. But I love this bag. So this is, again, another black bag that yeah, those aren't leather on the website. No, they're not. These aren't. This is vegan. Some of them are leather, some of them aren't leather. Depends on what you want. This one is not leather, but I don't care. I love it. What that means, though, is that I have to be very careful with it because these things can get don't age that well. But I don't know. They've done so many advances in vegan leather now. I wish it was actual leather because then I'd be very secure in using this. But I love this bag. I absolutely love this bag. I love a Kisslock frame bag all the time, all the way, 100%. I wish I could get this in leather. I wish I could get any Vivienne Westwood bag in leather. Any. But I'll even settle for fabric. I could have almost bought one in denim they had for sale, but yeah, I just I like her clothing. Again, they're not made for me. So I can support how I can support, right? I can buy a bag. But anyway. Yeah, I love and it's funny, we call them granny bags. My grandmother did not carry that. My grandmother carried a big bag, and my grandmother was born in 1908, so she's not a young woman. She died in 2007, but she was born in 1908. Yes, she was that old, She carried a big pleated, slouchy arm bag, not a shoulder bag, an arm bag, not a crossbody, but she never used a Kisslock bag. So we always call them grandmother bags, but my grandmother didn't wear them. My mother didn't even wear them. I don't know who made the I've only, as a needle pointer, we've always had, I don't know if I have one. We always did needle points and then attach the Kisslock frames for little notions and coins and just something pretty and dainty to put in your bag. Patricia Nash. Yes, I do have that. I do have a Patricia Nash right here. Let me show you. This is one of my only. There we go. This one. But see, this one, well, it has, this is the Patricia Nash. It has this. I don't think it's as easy to carry. I like the handle it's the weight distribution more than anything. Ask Jacob about your Vivienne Westwood bag. He may know how to take care of it. I don't know. Jacob doesn't really respond to stuff, guys. I like him, but he's a busy man. We're lucky to get him when we get him. What do I have? Oh, I have a brooch in here. This is a sterling silver. Nope. Yeah, sterling silver and amethyst brooch. I use these to put on a lot of my bags. I don't actually wear them as brooches. I wear them on my handbags. And I don't know why I put this one in here. But that's where it was. And I have a coin. This is a jewelry pouch. I don't know why I have this one in here either. Let's see what's in here. Finding things, right? Yeah, maybe I shouldn't leave this in here. So show and tell. Here's a pendant. Sterling silver pendant. I know I have random things in random places. This is a glass ring. It needs to be, definitely needs to be polished. This is, don't do as I do, guys. Don't do as I do. This is embarrassing. This is a Dry Creek Native American turquoise ring that is probably worth $4,000 sitting in my. Yeah, I should put that in my. Yeah, bad Jackie. Oh, and this one. Dang it. This is one of the very first Native American rings I've ever purchased, and it's Hopi tribe, and it's sterling silver, and the inlays, it's a turtle. The turtle is the world's is on the back of a turtle, and all of these carvings represent land, wind. There's a meaning to everything on this. This is a story ring. Um, yeah. Let's let's see, put on this other finger. Yeah, I was wondering where that ring went. You see how I can get robbed so easily? I don't keep track of things. I'm just, there. There we go. We'll wear it for a few days. Matrix on that is amazing. Yeah. So I don't have that many sterling silver rings. Or not sterling, turquoise, but I love turquoise. I know. It's so embarrassing. It's like, oh, why was that sitting in that bag in this jewelry case? I don't know. And this I've been hunting down for years. I don't know how I ended up. I'm gonna take them out of the pouch so I can put them in my jewelry case. And bad Jackie, bad Jackie, typical bad Jackie. We won't tell my husband. Sorry, I went back to see that brooch. Oh yeah, very. It's from Mexico though, guys. So it's older. It's vintage. Where did I put that brooch? Oh, I put it right back in the bag, didn't I? Here it is. Yeah, this is from. Yeah, this is Mexico. I did it because it's irises and amethyst. I love Mexican silver. Mexican silver of a vintage, super. I do have some really cool bracelets. I have to find them. That are from Mexico that are pretty dang cool. I actually look for it. There's a whole. It used to be so cheap, so dirt cheap, and now you can't even find it. So I changed my rings out. So we did this, and now we did this. We'll see how long this one lasts on my finger. I have quite a bit of jewelry. I even to prevent myself from doing this, like putting. Okay, what's this? What do I have in here? Oh, please don't be jewelry. I don't know why I did this. If I was actually looking for this, I would never look in this bag. Why did I do this? This is a handmade piece by Mary Begay, and she's a Navajo. Oh my god, why did I do this? This is ridiculous. This is embarrassing. So what else do I have in here? I have peridot and gold earrings. Yep. And these are just glass. These are glass leverback. Yeah. So embarrassing. That's so embarrassing. Like, okay, we're just gonna get over it. Move on. I'm gonna change my necklace because I need to put that pendant back where it belongs, which is not in this little bag. I can't believe that. Miss Jelly, I get it. Miss Jelly says Jacob's whip. He has a naughty whip. Is hilarious. Linda S, I am crying and laughing at the same time. I know, it's so like, who just does this? It's like, this is why I lose stuff, guys. Oh man, I probably put it in there thinking, oh, I'll move that into my jewelry case, and then I never did, and then it's been sitting there, just sitting there. I mean, this is like, again, I don't even want to explain how much money this was. This is when you call overly privileged life. And this is why my mother complains about my sister and I, is that this is why. And my mother has things, all her things are precious, and I treat my precious things like they're just regular things. And She gets very fussy with me, and she wants me, and I do actually do have a lockbox and a safety deposit box for my passport, and actually no, the passport's in the house. The birth certificate, there we go. So this is, and this surprisingly is lighter weight. Yeah, this is what I do though. This is what I do. I put things in things, and and this is why when I give things away, I have to go through everything and actually. Oh, okay. This is a stainless steel chain, so not a precious metal chain. Thank goodness. Oh no, there's something else in here. Oh crap! This is also embarrassing. Okay, guys, this one has a story. I would never ever have looked in here. I never ever would have looked in here. No, no. Actually, Miss Jelly, no, it's not. I know. I know. None of my, no, nothing's insured. I don't have, because for insurance to pay out, you have to have providence of worth. So it either has to be appraised and then cataloged, and then you have to have it photographed. And then if you just do a blanket, we have a blanket statement, but it's like it doesn't do anything, right? Because the payout, if there is something that happens. So I just take it as a loss. I'm not saying do as I do. Have I mentioned that before? Like, so this is also in there. So let me see if I can get a better. This is sapphires and diamonds on sterling silver and gold. Yeah. And that was just in the bottom of the bag in this. I wore this for years. This is probably about $500 on sale. It was more than that originally. My love for Mickey Mouse. So yeah, I should wear this again. And I literally thought this was in my jewelry box. So I'm happy I pulled out that bag to show y'all. I know my mother is going to be, if my mother saw this, she would come over. She would fly her butt over here and she would give me the riot act. She'd be like, Jackie, since we're here, this is the most expensive item, probably. Well, no, it's not actually the most expensive. It's the most sentimental item. This is my only diamond. So in platinum, which shouldn't be hanging on my bag wall. Yeah, we're gonna put this with the breast right now. So when I leave this live, I'm walking this over to the jewelry box. Oh my goodness. Actually, to tell you the truth, my most expensive piece of jewelry is actually Native American, and it's not sterling. It's not precious metal. It's carved turquoise, and because what makes it so valuable is that it's hand carved, unstabilized. So stabilization of turquoise is, it doesn't damage the turquoise. It's just a new way of doing it. So when you used to carve beads out of turquoise, it was all chipping, and so the beads I have looked hand carved. They're not mechanically carved, and they're not perfectly smooth, and they're polished, but they're not like uniform discs, right? So anyway, yeah, jewelry is my first love before handbags. So yeah. As I was saying, this is so embarrassing. Yeah. I can't, at least, so hey, I was thinking about wearing this necklace again, so I'm really happy I found it. So this is the Sorcerer's Apprentice, and this is from Kay's Jewelry. So even though they're sapphires and diamonds, it's not like I could go and get the same value out of them. Value jewelry is typically marked up 400% on the average. So even if I got that 50% off, it's still 100% markup for them. Native American, maybe someday show us your jewelry box. You're not worried that rainbow tote behind you will get bent out of shape. Oh no, actually I'm not, because this actually just has a bunch of um stitching projects. And because it's canvas, I really don't care. I use that bag, the Feel to It 40s. That bag is really just to hold my needlepoint and stitching, and when I go out and do stuff. Um, and I can't really show you my jewelry boxes because they're one's one's a standing cabinet, and one's a wall cabinet, and then there's another one that's just a chest. The chest I could probably show you, but the stuff in there is kind of really random. Brianna Bry, I love jewelry as much as I love handbags. Oh, I know, right? Because we're girls. I love jewelry. I mean, I think it's a shame that men can't have as much jewelry as we do. And now I think things have changed. Some men will wear bracelets, but they'll like wear a bracelet. They're not walking around like this, They'll wear one bracelet, maybe two bracelets, a ring here and there, maybe a big statement chain, you know, but they're not really, they don't get the fun. We get the fun. It's art. It's moving art. You get to live with. Why not? So I love I love Native American jewelry the best. It's my favorite. Sterling silver, I think looks better on me than gold. My sister has more gold than I do, but I prefer sterling, which my mother's sad about because she's Asian. All of my mother has bought gold, and my mom wears pearls, bought gold. She has rubies are her thing. I like sapphires. Um, Yeah, D, I probably should put the high-end stuff in the safety deposit box. Yeah, I know, I know. I need to. I need to. I really need to. Oh yeah, native. I've been buying jewelry longer than I've been buying bags. I've been buying jewelry. Jewelry was okay. So I have a Christmas story about jewelry. Linda S says, "Me too. I love rings, necklaces, bracelets, watches, earrings. I love it all." Um, Bryce says, "I agree with you. We do have a lot of fun with." Oh yeah, we can. We get to have so much more fun. I can't wear costume jewelry. So the only costume jewelry I own is glass or crystal or plated or stainless steel. Like this necklace is actually stainless steel because my skin is acidic. It will corrode the metals, right? So if it's plated, it's not a factor of it turning me green. I literally corrode the metal off of the platings, off of the, because a lot of costume jewelry is over brass. So I can't wear any of that. So since I was a kiddo, all of my jewelry, my whole life has been sterling silver. And sterling silver used to be cheaper, guys. It used to be a lot cheaper. It used to be like, oh, it's sterling. I don't want that. I want gold. And so I have just always, so when you buy precious metal anything, it's not like you get rid of it. So it stays in my jewelry box. So I am I've always collected sterling silver. I've always collected jewelry and turquoise. And before I was married, I would, if I wanted to spend $700 and not eat anything and live off ramen, I did. Now that I'm married, I have to ask him first, and sometimes he agrees to eat ramen with me. But it's a joint effort. And so anyway, I have a story about Christmas. So my father, who hates shopping, he's no longer alive. He's no longer in life. But when we were younger, so my father, when I was born, he was 41. So we are his second family. So his first family, he had, they divorced. He married my mother. He had us. So when we were 12, 13, he was in his 50s. And single at that time because my parents divorced and we were living with my father. Dad hates shopping. Dad hates shopping to the point that he only bought from catalogs because he didn't have to leave the house. Mail order, when mail order was just what people did before the internet. And even with the internet, he'd still he would still buy things out of the catalog. He would call customer service. But anyway, so for Christmas, because he had twin daughters and we're the second family, and his sister is 10 years older than him, so our cousins are really older than us, he would just, instead of buying us 15 gifts, he would buy us one. And one small gift or just one gift in general. So one of the years for Christmas would be we come out, we're 12 or 13. We'd go out to the, living room in my grandmother's house and we're like, where's Christmas? And you expect a sea of gifts. That's not how it rolled in my household. We had stockings and our gift was in the stocking, right? But it's what was in the stocking. And I still have these earrings, by the way. I got the ruby earrings. No, I got the sapphire earrings, and my sister got the ruby earrings, and they for from Thailand, and I have them still. When we were like 13, because that was the only gift we got. It was like a $500 pair of earrings when we were 13, that he just gave us. It's not like my parents took care of this and put it in their, like, oh, when you want to wear this, come get it from me. No, we just put it in our room, like literally overly privileged kids. And then later on, my dad always did this. Like, he always bought us the Estee Lauder makeup kit, perfume, and jewelry. And sometimes it was from Ross and Simons. Sometimes it was just pearls. Sometimes it was, one year he got me a $10 gold coin that I did sell because I had car repairs. And that's called a gift that keeps giving. He gave that to me when I was like 14 or 15. And when I was 40, I sold it to pay for car repairs. So thank you, Dad. So that was pretty awesome. And yeah, I sold it, but at the same time, I have no heirs. I have no children. I have some nieces and some nephews, but to them, that's just an item that they're going to sell anyway. They don't have the sentimental attachment I did. I had the memory of my dad giving it to me. I had the memory of having it. And then I had the memory of, thank you, Dad, for bailing me out of yet another, issue, even in death. It's like, even though you're not here alive, you still took care of me, Dad. Thank you, because I was able to fix my car. So my house or my roof this year's been awful. I sold it this last year. I sold all the gold I had. I had a $20 gold piece, a $10 gold piece. Yes, I sold it for, I did not make out on this. I was okay with the deal. It paid for what I needed to pay for. You can't cry over spilled milk, and it was a choice. That was the choice. So anyway, let me see what I missed. Bri says, your husband seems to be pretty cool and understanding. Bri, his hobbies are computer games, board games, drones, and yeah, enough said. And we have every console. So the thing is, I'm more expensive though. I am. Even with all his expenses, I cost more. Because it's jewelry, it's makeup, it's clothing, it's shoes, it's bags. It's not just 3 things. It's all the things. Like, he'll wear the same clothes until they fall apart. He does not care about buying new clothes. So PSA, hey PSA. I used to buy a lot of Alex and Ari, but I stopped because it tarnishes. It just comes apart. Native of Montana, I really love that your dad went. Oh yeah, Dad just went for quality. He didn't. He always did that. My father's family was wealthy. My mother's family was wealthy in a country gentry way, but not wealthy in a. They had a lot of land, but her parents sold it all or gave it to the brothers. And this is my mother with the 15th child, 15th daughter. There's 2 more sons after her. You don't get anything when you're the 15th kid, and the older brothers squandered all the wealth. So you can only stay wealthy if you keep what you have makes more wealth, right? Oh yeah, women are more expensive. Yeah, absolutely, we're more expensive. Dads are the best. Dad was pretty awesome. Now he was Melissa's corn. Hey Melissa, I just finished snow blowing and saw you were live. Yay! I don't want to. When I was living in Michigan, we didn't do snow blowing. We used shovels. It was miserable. Brian, my dad always bought a jewelry. Yeah, so dad always bought jewelry, perfume, and makeup because he had 5 daughters. And I actually did order another Estee Lauder kit. So I had the one kit, but since I really liked this serum, just to buy this size container again would cost the same amount as the kit. So I used the excuse and bought a lipstick trio, and then because the lipstick trio cost as much as the one lipstick I wanted, so I figured I don't really love Estee Lauder lipstick, but I don't really hate it. It's fine. So anyway, I like this serum. I use this serum, and I have this one. This is just a vitamin C from Avon, and this is from Estee Lauder. And I don't use anything pretty religiously, but I love Estee Lauder perfume. So this is Youth Dew, and this is Beyond Paradise. This is the one that reminds me of my father. This used to have a really cool bottle, and then they changed the bottle. Whatever. This one's still the OG bottle. I like this one a lot. This is a very good winter fragrance. Oh yeah, the night serum's really good. And I have you can't really see it, but I have some sun damage here that I want to make sure I don't keep. I do have foundation on, so Michael, hey Jackie, quick question. How do you budget for bags? I'm banned from buying for a few months as I've had 5 last month. I'm so easily influenced, but I'm not rich, so I need to keep a check on it. So my budget for bags was I had an inheritance from my father, and after he died, I had used a good bit of that money on very expensive Louis Vuitton bags. Not new, all pre-loved, all through consignment. So I was able, and what happened was, and this is 5 years ago, my father passed, so I had a good collection of very expensive bags that I realized I wasn't using and I didn't love. And I love them, but I wasn't using them because I was so precious about them. So I traded and sold those away. And that's how I've been funding most of the bags over the last 2 years. But the majority of my bags, and this is what I normally do, this is what I'm doing now, because there's no more inheritance, there is no more high-end bags I can trade in, there is no more sell this to get this. I've sold the gold, the guns, the bags, everything I've had that's really high value. I've given away all the furniture. If I've owned it, I've given it away, right? Because in that's what I've learned as an executor of an estate, is that when you are no longer in life, the things you have left are really just burdens for the people. So I'm giving away everything I can to the people who want it. Well, like, that's what I need to get, so the dogs did think I was going to sell them. I swear. Let me read this beautiful stuff. Estee Lauder's lippies are just regular. Her eyeshadows are worse. Yes, I agree, but I'm a beginner makeup person. So about Michael, to really get back to your question, I look for, and you have to do this compulsively almost, because everybody asks, how do you find that bag deal? How did you find that for $5? I look constantly. It's keyword searches. I look through mercari. I look through eBay. I'm on Facebook groups. I trade bags. Everybody has a bag they don't use. Everybody. You don't know if you like a bag till you get the bag, and what you liked 10 years ago you don't like now. I buy good quality bags made out of leather and take care of them because I don't use them every day. If I use my bags every day, they would look a little less well. But I'm looking for the bag that is 10 years old, but not vintage, that everybody still kind of has and tired of, and they're selling them for $20, $5, $15. And then you add tax and shipping. Most of my bags in my collection are under $50. Some of them are $100. For example, this is a 2016 Rogue. This bag probably originally was $600. I got this for $125 with tax and shipping. It doesn't have the straps. It doesn't have the key clay. It doesn't have the clochette. It has some damage on. I am willing to take bags that are not perfect, that can be restored and loved, because I don't think there's anything wrong with this bag, even though it doesn't have the key clay. It doesn't have the hang tag, the 1941 hang tag. It doesn't change the fact that it's a 1941 bag. It doesn't change the fact that this leather is amazing. It doesn't have the original shoulder straps, but it does have handles. So, and it's snakeskin. You know, this is a snakeskin accented Rogue from probably their first generation of bags for $130. So how I budget is every month I have about $100, maybe $200 I can spend without my husband getting really upset on a bag. And I try to maximize that budget. That's not a big budget. It's not a huge amount of money for things we love. Like this bag I bought on vacation, that was like $160. That'd be my only bag for the month, right? So but this bag, I think I bought this bag for $80. I can't remember. When I sell stuff on Mercari, I use the money of the bags I sell to buy new bags, and I always lose money. And that's the key. If you really want to sell a bag, most people trying to sell bags, they're selling them 1 or 2 years old in perfect condition, and they want them for essentially the value of what they purchased it at. It's hard to sell that way. I buy things and I sell things at half the value. I try to, because that's how if you're not using the bag, it's 100% loss anyway. If you're kind of the person who keeps all their bags, then this is a bad strategy. Don't do it. Don't get rid of things just to buy new things. Get rid of things you're not using or you don't like, or you've bought the bag and you're like, this doesn't work for me, or this color, I'll never use it. I've bought so for case in point, I had a bag that was from the LV Diane bag that I traded to Winnie BLV. That bag I paid $2,600 for. Okay. I sold it for not the equivalency at all. I sold it for some really nice things I liked. Most of the things I did get, I actually have traded away for other reasons. But if I had sold that on consignment, I would have lost $1,000 easily. If not, I probably could have only gotten $1,000 out of that bag. Where by trading it with Winnie, I was able to get a bunch of bags she wasn't using anymore, and she got a bag she loves. And that's trading. That's awesome. So it really just depends on your spouse and with you. Like, I've overspent this whole year has been this way. I deal with stress by shopping. My husband knows this, so he reminds me gently. He says, okay, it's been a hard year, I know that, but I'm at the point where I'm at capacity. A lot of my bags are $50 and less. That's how I budget for bags, and I can only buy so many. And since I've had them for 20 years, I turned one bag into 2 bags. It's a lot, right? So for example, I'll give you another example. I have the Diane bag I traded to Winnie. In that trade, I got 2 Surfament Coach totes. Those are very expensive totes. And I traded both of those totes to Ed Braun. Now the second video is not here yet, but the first video, so I traded a Coach tote, an LV, to get a bunch of bags, and in all those bunch of bags, I traded a tote to get another LV. This one works for me. The Diane bag didn't work for me. This works for me. This one didn't work for Ed. The other Coach tote that I sent to Ed I'm getting his Fendi, that he got a Fendi Micro Peekaboo. It's a bag I can't afford to buy. And he bought it, he restored it, and he's like, this doesn't work for me. For Ed, a lot of his love for bags and vintage bags is restoration and the thrill of the chase. And for me, it's using them and keeping them, right? So I'm going to get from that Diane bag, I got a Louis, and I'm going to be getting a Fendi. I lost money, sure, but I'm using this bag and I love it. And that's what matters, right? So you can't look at buying and selling bags as, for me, it's not a business. For me, it's an emotional connection. It's a love. It's, will I use it? Because I use these things. I'm not trying to make money. I'm just trying to get some money back to re-put into things I love. Um, yeah, that's all it is. So how do I budget? Not well. I'm in debt. Sometimes I fail miserably. Um, but for the most part, we're okay. So can I go buy a $3,000 Louis Vuitton? I cannot. Do I buy a $20, Coach bag? Yes, because they're still leather. They're still made well. They're just of an older style. And that doesn't bother me. I don't need the newest style. I might admire the newest style, but I don't need the newest style. And I just like bags that work for me. And what goes around comes around. Everything that's new is old. So if you like a current style, I guarantee you they made something very similar to that before. Just go look for the before. Beautiful Steps have it, Miss Jelly. Jackie saw the other day. I have 2 chests of fibers full of makeup. Have as much. Yes, her makeup collection is mind-boggling. Miss Jelly, I also have a mini Sephora at home. Yes. Michael says, thank you. I'm definitely an impulse emotional shopper for sure. I'm going to look at more contemporary brands as I like to have lots of choices. That's my problem. So I don't like, again, this used is like $400 or $500. I think Ed found it for $300. They're costing a little bit more because Louis is bringing back the Epi, but you can get an older Epi bag from Louis. And you're the one that makes the bag, not the bag, right? So I really do think if you love designer and you love luxury, just look for older luxury in a condition you're able to live with. And then, so if you just bought 5 bags last month, use them and love them. And if you don't love them, move them on. But I'm mostly a contemporary bag brand because I like too many choices. And $3,000 for one bag is too much tied up into one thing for me, which is why I sold what I'd have. So D says, anymore, I don't want a 3,000 LV. I'm happy with what I have. Yes. Well, that comes with age too. Once you've had the items, once you've chased them down, once you've used them, you're like, this is great, but it's not as great as I really thought it was. I don't need 5. This one's cool. It depends on your life too. Like when you're working, you use a different bag. If you're retired, you use a different bag. You downsize because you don't. When I wasn't in the office, I didn't need totes because I wasn't going in the office because we were working from home. I never left the house during the pandemic time, so I didn't even use a wallet. I literally never left the house. Amazon was my best friend. And so I didn't need bags, but I was still buying a few here and there. And then when I went back into the office and I go to the office 5 days a week, I need a different bag, and when I stop going to the office, I won't need giant totes anymore. And mostly the totes are not for me to tote around my equipment. It's honestly, I put my lunch, I put Diet Coke in there, I'll put in water bottles sometimes. I'll tote things back and forth. Like I had to take new tissues, like a box of tissues have to go with me, or my sweaters, because I'll take those back and forth. I don't have a huge, my office used to be larger, so I could just keep a bunch of sweaters at my office, but now my office is an open cubicle environment, so you don't have the same amount of space. And so, that's what happens. Like I take tea or coffee and I can pretty much live at my office. It's kind of during the work week because I'm spending 8+ hours there. And Melissa's corner, I still have bags with tags. Melissa, I'm still looking for the bags I'm trying to show you. I have 3 bags I'm missing. Melissa, I think Melissa, you can sell your bags. It's just not the one I want. By the way, guys, if you have not seen the new Marc Jacobs, they have a cobalt blue bag now. It just came out. Who drops a new color in the middle of December? Really, cobalt blue. It is stunning, literally stunning. That blue is just amazing in the leather. And I wanted to get, I don't have $400 for one bag. But, I buy cheaper bags. That's how I do it, you know? That's why I need a big bag to take to work, or I have to take laptops anyway. Well, here's the thing too, like when I was traveling and when I was in Europe, you just had to you walk more places, you carry more things. Your groceries tend to be daily. Here in the States, our groceries are weekly and sometimes delivered. Like we don't even have to go get our own shopping, and in larger quantities. So we don't really carry much. We carry things to a car. Um, don't do it, Jackie. Don't do so. No, I can't buy the Marc Jacobs because I have the Gucci on layaway. Actually, my bag game is gonna halt really soon, and that's what I need to talk to you about. My 2024 bag channel. I'm actually scheduling. This is crazy. I'm actually scheduling videos, like not just throw them out every day. I'm doing them. I'm going to be posting videos starting in January, Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturday, with lives on Monday, potentially not Wednesday, Monday and Friday lives for sure, but maybe a Sunday live because and it's just the lives are going to be iffy. I have a small group on Wednesdays, so I can't really do a live on Wednesdays unless it's super late. So I'm only do three filmed videos a week, and of what I'm not sure. Right now, I have it's only it turns out to be only like 13 videos a month versus the 30 I was doing before. But then I'm gonna do lives and videos and shorts. So you're gonna get all of it. You're gonna see me every day, just in different forms, right? So those are you who there's some people who don't watch the lives, there's some people who do watch the videos, some people watch the shorts, some people don't. When you look at the YouTube analytics, it's very interesting. It shows you um, how many people watch. Essentially, they show you if they skip through your video, and they show you if and most people stay on my videos for 5 minutes. And most people skip through my videos. Well, the skip rate isn't that big. But it's 5 minutes, and most of my videos are much longer than 5 minutes. But that's what people are watching. So I've always thought, well, people like shorter videos. Well, it turns out there's people who like short videos and long videos. So there's some people who will watch all of my live, all 3 hours of it, because they're doing other things that's in the background. I'm just entertaining them, and that's cool. And then there's some people who only watch the bag video, like what's in my bag or what's my unboxing, or they just want the short. Shorts actually get lots of views just because they're 30 seconds. So I'm learning more about YouTube as a business. It's very strange. It's a strange land to be in. I'm not quite. I love it because I've met all these wonderful people. Thank you, people, who are here hanging out with me. But it's definitely strange. What am I missing? Beautiful steps. Yes, I just don't take the kitchen sink inside my bag. Yes, that's true. Linda S. Linda, I used to take 2 tote bags when I worked. Yep. Linda S., I had the kitchen sink in them. Linda S., I'm making pasta salad as I watch and listen. Yum! D says, I have 2 work totes depending on my mood and the weather. Yes, I have an entire array of totes. And I wash dishes and started laundry. Yes, because, people don't have time to sit down for 3 hours just to y'all who are chatting with me, thank you, because you're giving me something to talk about and and new things come up. But most people don't have time for that. This is the new. I used to listen to talk radio and talk show radios, and then podcasts, and then audiobooks. 10 seconds of silence is an eternity. So that's why I'm a stream of consciousness when I'm doing a live, and it's fun for me because it's just it's fun. I like it. I enjoy it. I like sharing story time. I like talking to you guys. I'm not a journalist. I'm not a fashion critique person. I'm just an enthusiast. I like bags. I like jewelry. I like things. I live a very normal, boring life. Because I live in the middle of nowhere, you know? So it's when I lived in the big city, I would go do other things, but I don't live in the big city anymore. So it's fun to be hanging out with you guys, and it's fun to connect with people who love bags. Oh, people I know in life don't really like bags. They don't get it. It's so sad. I love talking about bags. Wheelsets Linda, I only take one because I bring two in my way home after shopping. Yeah, supermarket. D. Higginbotham. It's a nice way to, yes, especially on my Sunday. This is why I wanted to do Sunday lives too. First, it's daytime versus nighttime. And those who are other doing other things during the day can catch up at night. But I get more people who can't always be there for my nighttime lives during the week. D says, same here, Jackie. Yep. Carol, could somebody tell me an opinion about the Longmont and also about Kirk? I'm not sure who Longmont is, but Kirk of London, Kirk Geiger of London. I like Kirk Geiger. I don't own anything he has. I keep looking at what he has. You mean Songmont instead of Longmont? Songmont, that Chinese brand of bags? I don't have that one. I've looked at them. But Kirk Geiger, I've looked at Nordstrom's. They're very pretty. But most of the people I know who have purchased them in my YouTube friends community has not kept them. They bought them, but then they didn't use them and they didn't keep them. So I think they're a really nice novelty bag. I don't think they have a lot of, unless you really like that aesthetical, that look of the bird's head with the multiple colors, and it's not really like, no. Beautiful sets, Linda S. Like Jackie said, usually we do our grocery shopping daily just to, yeah. Everything in Europe is daily pretty much because it's small quantities, small stores. They're not big box stores. Especially where my mother lives in Copenhagen. Well, she doesn't live in Copenhagen. She lives 30 minutes outside of Copenhagen. And she buys food daily. And sometimes they'll do grocery runs. And I mean, they'll have a pantry full, but they don't sell things in the quantities they sell things here. Like there you get a roll of paper towels, not 6, because you're not taking a car. You're walking or taking transit. Safe space, not a fan of Kirk bags. Yeah, okay, Luna Longmont. I do not know who Luna Longmont is. I'm gonna have to Google that right now. Yeah, Kirk Geiger is a hit or miss, and I think part of the problem I have with Kirk Geiger is you have to really look at the labels to see if what you're getting is actually leather or not leather. No, yeah, they don't have Costco in Denmark. They do have some super stores, but not Costco. I mean, Scandinavia is where IKEA came from, but that's furniture, Let me see. Luna Longmont. Bags. Let's see what this pulls up. Oh, it says Luna bag is the Luna. Okay, this is so weird. It's still pulling up Thongmont, not Luna. The Luna bag from Thongmont. So I don't know if there is a Luna Longmont. Let's see what Longmont pulls up. Silence. Yeah, no, I don't see anything with Longmont. Oh no, we have a big supermarket. Just don't. Yeah, no. Yeah, they have big supermarkets, but not Costco's and Sam's Clubs and those types. I mean, those are huge. Super huge. D says, I have 2 Kirk Geiger bags. I love them. I've already used both of mine. I have a nylon rainbow tote and a large Kensington multicolor houndstooth. They are both fun to carry. Yes, I think there was a Kirk Geiger bag I almost bought, which was a tote, but it sold out, and I really wanted it. But I think Kirk Geiger is a look and a vibe and a feel. And if that fits your personality, then I think they're great. But again, it's all about what you're willing. I have a couple, Rebecca Minkoff. I don't even think she's all that popular, but I love those bags, Beautiful Steps, Melissa's Corner. Yes, we have Costco in the UK, not near me. Yeah, they don't in Denmark, but they might in UK. PSA: I have one Kirk Oh, the Brighton is a keeper that I use for New Year's Eve. Yeah, they have some beautiful bags, but I don't have any myself. You know, I've looked at them many, many, many times. I like the rainbow bag, but again, I like my bags to be shockingly, um, because I like wearing prints and florals. I try not to get too many clashing colors. Like so, when I carry this, it's really just a tote. I'm using it to carry stitching projects, but I wouldn't wear this with this, you know. Excuse me. The Brixton. Yes, Brixton. Yeah. You know what's killing me with chats and watching lives is people's handles. So in Super Jacob's live, there's Jesus, which is Gizzus, and Cheezus, Cheezs, I think, or Cus. Anyway, trying to put that into my keyboard and have it and Super Jacob, when he reads the chat, he reads it literally. And yeah, some of my sentences don't make sense because my keyboard has changed things. So I'm like, that's not what I wrote. Um so oh yeah, Amy Kissenberg bags are nice too. I really like Amy Kissenberg bags. I have a couple I've been looking at. I don't own them yet. I might eventually. Carol, I am debating to buy or not buy the Luna in medium size. I haven't seen it in person. No, I haven't seen it. I don't like any moon-shaped bags in general unless their bottom is a little bit more horizontal and then more of an less of the round moon and more of a bean shape, I guess, because I got the Coach Luna, and that bag, everything sinks to the middle, and anything with a rounded zipper, and I can show you this. This is something you have to look at. Now, this is not the Luna, but same concept, right? It's a rounded, curved zipper. Anything with a curved zipper like this, you're gonna have some issues with the curve because of how these are sewn. The way they sew these zippers, you have to cut little cuts in the zipper so that it can go and turn on the curve because these are straight, right? So there's some sewing techniques you have to use. The zipper, see how it kind of sticks? You want to look and make sure it has two zippers. One zipper is not good because if it's one zipper up here, you always have to go all the way up and all the way to the side. You want two zippers, honestly. And then you're going to get wear on this part. Now, this is vegan leather. This is not real leather. But you will get wear eventually on all of the curves. That's important about bags with curves like this, like the traditional hobo bags of older years. Do I have any more? That's not a shape I normally like. Oh, I have one right here. No, I don't. That's not the right shape. Do I have another one? Yeah, that is literally a shape I avoid. I avoid any oval bottom bags that are too ovally. They are too round, like a moon. I want them to be more of an oval. They have to have a little bit of a straight and then a little bit of a curve. Fine, no problem. But those moon bags that look like this, not for me. Not for me at all. D, how you know why my sentences don't always make? Oh yeah, D. Oh what? Oh oh my gosh, it's so embarrassing. Especially since Super Jacob is live super late, and then here I am. I should not text. I should not text ever. At night watching Super Jacob. It doesn't make any sense. PSA, not too much of a fan of the Crescent, although I have got something from the Fossil Neton box. Yes, Pauline has beautiful moon bags. Yes, because the Pauline bag is more of a flat bottom that curves. Where I think the one she's talking about truly is a rounded, like a moon shape. It's called Luna. I have not seen that in person. I do think Hello Catwalk City has one, though. If you don't follow Hello Catwalk City, I think she has one of those Luna bags. okay, I picked one thing up and dropped two other things. That's just the way the day is going, apparently. I have... Where is that bag? I do not know. I do not know. But I'm a huge fan of the hobo. So let me see. Poland has beautiful bags. Andrea V, what do you think of the zippers' ease of opening on the medium large Dooney satchels? I never seen a person. Oh, the medium to large Dooney satchels, the classic satchel. Let me show you. I just saw that bag. Where did I put it? Up there. It's way up there. Okay, let's see how many things I drop. Aha, nothing. Success. So let me see. I have a Luna from Portland Leather Goods. It's closest to the Fendiography I can afford without the tacky lettering. I really like the Fendiography bag, and I wanted a Luna. I actually want that new Portland Raindrop bag. I actually went looking for it, like the Florentine satchels. You mean, Andrea, like this one? This one specifically, the large satchel. Thank you for I love this dress. I bought this in 3 colors, and this is my favorite one. I tried to avoid the same Dooney with curved zippers. They have not yet mastered the art form. It's not the zipper, it's how they sew the zipper in. It's always how they sew it in, and it depends on the curves. Okay, so this is the large satchel. So there's several sizes of satchels. This is the big one. So the big one is actually the easiest one to use. So the problem with this bag, and they're either you love it or you're like, I can't deal, is this is not a, this zipper stops here. This does not open. And this is like this. So these are metal zippers. So this size bag, really good. So a tip when you're looking at Florentine is it's going to have a green suede collar, and it's going to have a stopped end. So the smaller the bag, like so the micros will be like same stopped end. So some people don't like how these feel because you're feeling the teeth of the zipper. I don't have a problem with this bag. This bag is awesome. I have this in 2 sizes. I have the smaller size, which is maybe like that much smaller, and then this size. This is the large size. This is amazing. This bag's a couple years old, so it's still of the current style. This folds over, and this goes up. Now these run pre-loved. You can get these off I Love Dooney on sale anywhere from $200 up to $500, depending on where you're buying it. This is a Florentine leather, so this is a Italian. Well, I think it's not. They say it's from Italy, but it's not made in Italy. That's a different product line. And all of the Florentine collection has gold-plated hardware. So this is one of my favorite bags. I love blue. Blue is my favorite color. And I carry the exact same thing in this as I carry in my smaller bag. So that's why, even though this is like a 3-pound bag, I can still carry it. And it has a crossbody. So the crossbody, well, not crossbody, more of a shoulder bag. It's not a crossbody on me because I'm too round, but this is how you carry it. And if I had to buy another one, I would love to buy the micro or the small nano. I can't keep up with the naming, but the large. I love the large. I love this. It fits everything. Do I have that bag over there? No. So let's see what I missed. Carol, expensive. It's very. Oh, is it? But I guess I have to fall in love with the Lena collection. Man, Carol, I wish I knew what that looked like, because when I looked up the Longmont, I couldn't find what it was. But if you love something and it's expensive but you use it, then it's worth it. The problem is a lot of times until you get your hands on it, there might be something about that bag you don't like. Because a lot of people love the way this bag looks, but it's too heavy or the zipper bothers them because it's a metal zipper. Metal zippers are stronger, have good teeth, but if you braid against them, you feel it in your hands. Where a nylon zipper, you do not. And that's where it depends on the material. I prefer a metal zipper to a nylon zipper. Let's see. I need one of those beautiful steps. Carol, also, lady, is the ISL oil lipstick worth it? I don't know. YSL? I don't know what ISL is. It still hurts to get used ones for $300. Yeah, they do cost a lot. I mean, if you're lucky, you can get them for $200. Most of the time, they're $300 and up, and they're starting at $600 now for the large. That's one of the best bags, Jackie. I looked into getting one after the first. Yes, and I would go to the Facebooks. I mean, Dee, you and I. Get one of these from our Facebook friends because people have these. They're in their closet. Some people don't carry them anymore. Life needs change, and sometimes they're just too heavy. If I could get one for $150 all day long. Again, I like some wear and damage. This is a used. This is pre-loved. I got this from a friend. I traded a bag for this. I didn't even have to buy it because I had a bag she wanted more, and she had a bag she didn't like this color. She bought this, but she didn't like the color. Look at me. I'm like a walking blue billboard. I love blue. This is like perfect, but for her, this color didn't work for her. And I can't even remember what bag I traded her with, but I think I gave her 2 bags for 1 bag. And bags I'd already purchased, bags I wasn't using, bags I didn't love anymore. She loved them. Actually, I do remember what I gave her. I gave her 2 Coach bags that she ended up giving away as gifts to her 2 daughters. So she had this bag she wasn't even using, and I had 2 bags I wasn't using, and she gave them away to her kids. It worked out. It was awesome. I have 2 of them and a red one on the way from Dooney. Oh, really? I love the red. The Bordeaux and the red are like my favorite colors out of Dooney. Way too heavy. I have a smaller size and ending up giving it to Dooney to my sister-in-law. Yes, some people cannot carry this bag. It is heavy. I think it's actually better as a handbag. But if you're going to carry a lot of things, like I work in an office, I carry it from my car to my office desk and from my office desk to my car. It matches my outfit. I look cute. I'm not slinging this around the supermarket. It is a very heavy bag. Do you mean? I keep thinking she means Longmont, but she says no. It's called. She keeps saying it's Longmont, so it must be a brand I'm just not familiar with. I love blue. Blue is like my favorite color. Yeah. One of the bag brands I want to try if I can get my hands on is well, I had the pull-in, which I traded away to Michelle's closet, and I love that bag, but it didn't work for me. It works for her. It didn't work for me. And but I would like to get another pull-in bag someday. But they're becoming so expensive now. I don't think I will be able to. When I bought the one I bought is when they first started their company, and they were giving away a lot of bags to influencers. And I kind of just got one lucky. I got lucky and got one on the eBay market. But now they've gone up so much since when I got it. No way. Yeah, I can only find Songmont too. And I believe that's a Korean brand, if I'm not mistaken. And I think that's the one that Hello Catwalk City has. Oh, that's the other brand I'm looking for is Atelier Auguste. But I think Tanner Leatherstein did a bag chopping up, and he wasn't too impressed with that brand. So I'm like, ooh. And I really go with what he says because I don't want to chop up my bags, but I do care about construction. So I love watching him. Now he actually had some good reviews on what is the name of that British brand? Strathberry. He had a good review for ancient Todd's. No, the one that's in Asia now. Tangello, I think. I can't remember the name. It's a brand that's really good leather still. But I like watching his because what I'm noticing in Korean, Songmon's Korean, I want to try it because I really am. I'm very impressed with Korea. They're very competitive in nature, and they have some really nice stuff when it comes to design. Oh, I love Ferragamo. I love and adore Ferragamo. I have one Strathberry, and I haven't ever shown you guys. I really need to. I do have a Demier of London because there's a, you can't see it in this view, but I have a, where did I put that bag? Oh, it's in my closet. I have one I traded with Melissa's Corner, and I have the basket bag with the leather. Is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. I don't have the box bag, which is what I want. I do have one I traded with Aspinall of London. I have one of those bags. I think the Aspinall of London, the Lottie bag I have, is a little expensive. Now, I got it on the deal of the century. Not only did I get the friends and family deal, I think the only reason why Yoda wasn't able to sell it was because, well, she got it on sale, I think, for $800 or $500. No, it was originally $800. She got it for $500. And she put it on sale, but because it's so unknown here, it just didn't move. So after almost a year of it not selling, I said, hey, I don't have all the money you're asking for, but I have this much. Would you be okay? So she gave me the friends and family discount of the century. So she gave me that bag. She literally did. I mean, I gave her money, but she lost money. Jackie, what's in the name of the brown bag behind you on the basket? Oh, that one's so awesome. This bag is so cool. This was a trade and a gift. I consider these gifts my trades to re-gifts, to be honest, because I feel like even though I'm trading them something for it, I feel like it's a gift because I'm getting something that they had and loved, and I get to love it, and I love it. So let me read real quick, and then I'll tell you about this bag. Beautiful steps. What I don't like is a vintage Coach bags saying made in Korea. They are fake. Oh, really? Coach bags were never made in Korea? I know they're made in Mexico and China. Melissa's Corner. I have the same Aspinall and love it so much. I love it too. D says, but I don't think it's worth $800, Melissa. I don't think it's worth $800. I would not buy another one for that much money. D says, Ferragamo, fabulous. Love them. Aspinall of London has fabulous quality, but the styles are not quite me. That was the problem with that Aspinall for Yoda. It wasn't her style. She liked it, but then she got it, and she should have returned it, but she kept it. Linda S., that's how I felt when we traded. Oh, yeah, totally gifts. Yeah. This is Birkenboy's bag. This is, he traded this with me. This is a Ralph Lauren, and it's a beautiful, beautiful bag. So this is from his personal collection. He has amazing bags. His sense of style is top notch, guys. I only wish I had his sense of style. Like, everybody says I look nice, but he looks like fashion plate. He looks very put together. He has this very Viking blonde hair, right? And these dark glasses, and he's always wearing these wonderful coordinating outfits. Like, I just throw on a dress and walk out the door and hope I match, and I try to find it so they kind of coordinate, but he coordinates, right? So this is one of his bags, and this is a Ralph Lauren, and it's gorgeous. I haven't used it yet, though. I haven't used it, and I'm very excited to use it. Because I was so excited about the other one he gave me that this one didn't get as much love when I first showed it to everybody. But I love this bag. I love Ralph Lauren. This is the red one that was next to it. It's a Ralph Lauren. This is a Ralph Lauren. And the blue one is an epi leather. So this is the same type of Saffiano kind of a coated leather bag, beautiful bag. And it's so cool how this is. They don't make this anymore. I think it's called the Newberry, Ralph Lauren Newberry bag. And you can find them on the pre-loved market. They go anywhere from $200 to $500 pre-loved. If you get anything under $200, it normally has a condition. He was going to sell this to me for $75, guys, because he just loves me. I was like, thank you. And we ended up trading, so I didn't have to. But after getting it, I'm like, you should have charged me to buy this bag. Because this is beautiful. This is gorgeous. But a lot of the thing about Ralph Lauren is like there's like 9 or 8. There's 8 different sub levels to Ralph Lauren. So some Ralph Lauren is polyurethane, some is leather, some is I don't understand the hierarchy because it all says Ralph Lauren somehow. So this one apparently is the RLL style, and there's like RLR, and there's all kinds of different, and there's the polo line. I mean, there's so many. I'd have to, branding is huge. I mean, again, kind of like Dior, it's all Dior, it's all Coach, it's all whatever, but what level of what, that's top quality Ralph Lauren. Oh yeah, Birkin Boy does not have anything that's not. His stuff is amazing. Yes. Yes, this is not, I don't even know how I found Birkin Boy. I'm just happy he found me. We found each other, I think, in a chat first, and then he kind of wandered in someday, and we've just become friends, and I text him most days, and he texts me most days. There's a few people I text every day. Beautiful Steps is one of them. I text Birkin Boy probably every day, and Winnie every few days. She's busy. She doesn't always get the text back. She's on several texting threads. So Winnie is my enabler. We shop for each other. So when I see a bag she likes, I send it to her. We communicate through pictogram. Let's see. Miss Jelly, one day I have a Ricky bag. One day I'll have what's Ricky? Rick Owens? That's a gorgeous bag, Jake. Thank you. I just got Ralph Lauren Hobo bag. Leather. Yes. D says, I love Ralph Lauren reversible totes at probably bottom of the... Yes. The reversible totes are the polyurethane ones, and you can get them on sale for about $100 if you look. They start off higher, but but that's the thing. If you love it, love it. If it works well, works well. Not everybody keeps bags for 20 years like me. Some people not all my bags do I keep for 20 years, but a lot of them I do. Lots of them I will never get rid of. And I will always prefer to trade or gift before I sell. 100 billion%. There are a couple bags I'm going to show on Tuesdays live that are for sale. They're not special. They're just things I don't have any more space for. And if somebody else would want them, I'm happy, selling them. But I've had them for many years, so it's not going to be new. Nothing I have really is new. This means more to me than a new bag, point blank. This is mainly because it's his. He used it. He loved it. And he stopped using it. He's moved on. Well, I now get to love it. That's why I always call pre-loved as loved again, because this was loved. He bought it. He used it, and then he just moved on. But for me, it's new. For me, it's brand new. To me, it's like, this is a brand new bag I've never seen before. I love it. It's re-loved, and loved again. I have, Ricky bags are handmade according to RL. Oh, they're beautiful, Jackie. That's awesome. Curious about those. I need to look those up. See, again, I didn't know that. I actually have a couple bags, a bag I've been working on that I got pre-loved that's denim, and it was really not in the best shape. Not in words of damage, it's denim, it's fabric. So on the instruction label it says surface wash only, spot clean. I'm like, heck no, this needs a full-on bath. So I threw it in the solution I use. And man, I let that soak for 3 days. And then you just keep doing it until the water runs clear. And when you can tell that it's the dye coming out and not dirt, you stop. So, because denim, you're always going to have some bleeding in denim. Um, so let's see. PSA: reloved is strong. Yes, reloved. It's pre-loved and loved again. That's what I name a lot of my shorts. It's like I'll say pre-loved and loved again because I love it. You know, and that's why I think people should do more trades. Well, if Winnie can put that leather couch in the leather coach in the washing machine, I'm sure the denim would be fine. Oh yeah, I didn't put it in the washing machine though because it's Vera Bradley, and I know how they make their bags. So they put a cardboard insert on the bottom between the outer layer and the inner layer. And in their old days, you could remove that insert. Now, because of how they made that bag, they don't. You can't take it out, right? So I know I was soaking cardboard in there or whatever fiberboard they were using, and I'm like, worst comes to worst, disintegrated fiberboard between the two linings. I can always take out the lining if I need to by unstitching and then restitching. It's a fabric bag. So I was looking at the metal and the components on it, like, will this get damaged if I really soak it? No. Does it really mean spot clean? Well, yeah, but not really. It's still denim. It's a fabric bag. It's the interior components you can't see that says that. You want to look at the metal in case it rusts, You want to look at that's really what you're looking for. And then what else will happen to this bag? So it's being dried. I scrubbed it with a nylon brush too, because there's some a dirt color on the inside, makeup from hands and just oil, because the liner was a light white color and the exterior was a denim blue color. And I'm just like, and I buy those just to put brooches on. I buy denim bags so I could put pins and brooches and decorate things. That's what I like. I just grabbed one of my older bags over 30 years old and I love it. Yes, that's why you just want to keep what you have. What goes around comes around. Something you had before. Like, I was young and college in the 90s. I was in high school and then in college, and then I finished college in 2005. So I graduated high school in 99. So half of the 90s I was and those are the styles and the decades, and it's the perfume I like, it's the style I like. But I was very heavily influenced by old Hollywood because I grew up watching black and white films. My father had an issue with cartoons, so he said you're gonna watch. We can only watch like the Family Channel, Turner Classic Movies, the Disney Channel. We weren't allowed to watch any cartoons after the age of 11 because he didn't want to watch them, so we weren't allowed to watch them. So I watched a lot of all the old movies. So I was influenced a lot about that style. Dee says Meredith is doing her husband's designer skateboards collection. Oh, I don't know if I care about her husband. This is the problem with Vlogmas. It's kind of hard. Rakita's Closet, she's working her butt off, but it's a lot. She did a soup recipe yesterday, which I really liked. I forgot to write a comment. And it was so funny. She goes, rinse the kidney beans, because if you use canned kidney beans, you really want to rinse them well. And but it's funny because I use kidney beans in my chili because I use a bean and beef chili. But kidney beans, you can get them dry and you soak them and then you cook them. If you soak them like overnight and just throw them in your pot, they work just as well, especially if it's an all-day crock pot soup. But it was really funny because, yes, I was like, I thought everybody rinsed the can of kidney beans. What? Vlogmas is exhausting. It's exhausting as a viewer. I am behind on everything. I haven't watched Winnie's meatloaf. Yeah, I did ask her a recipe way back when, because it was Bill's favorite thing she makes is meatloaf, and I think everybody has a different way to make meatloaf. I personally love meatloaf. My husband does not. So I was watching a really good soup recipe involving, if anybody likes Mexican food, now I'm not Mexican, but I live in Texas and had a lot of Tex-Mex food and watch a lot of Mexican people TV shows, like not TV shows, but food shows, and I'll even listen to the Spanish. I can't speak Spanish, but I know enough food words to figure out a recipe, right? My enchilada, like I had a lot of the cleaning staff in the buildings I used to work with, and because we worked night times, I would talk to them, right? And they were Hispanic, and I was like, and then his wife was make all these fundraiser plates, and I'm like, and for dinner, we're like, oh yeah, we'll buy some, and we'd always buy their fundraiser plate. Like, how does your wife make this? So he told me how to make salsa, really good salsa. I'm like, that's it? He goes, that's it. And this, how do you make your enchilada sauce? Why is this so good? And then he explained it to me. I'm like, what? That's it? He's like, that's it. So ancho chili peppers are the dry form of a jalapeno. Ancho red chilies that are dried that you can buy at the grocery store, at least here in Texas. You soak them, you cook them down with chicken broth, essentially. You pulverize the pulp of the pepper, and then you thicken. You just let reduce down, and it thickens. Salt to taste, and that's enchilada sauce. And I'm like, this is enchilada sauce? That's it? Ancho chili peppers? He goes, yep. I'm like, I'm doing that. So that's what I do now. And I was watching a soup recipe. They were making fazoli, and they did the same thing. They took the ancho chilies, they roasted them, the dried, and then they ground them up either at molcajete or a blender. They used a Ninja, and then they put it in the soup, and it was like, that's a game changer. I am gonna do that. You know, Miss Jelly Mole and tamales are probably the hardest dish to make. Yes, yes, I would agree. I will buy every auntie's tamales. I've wanted to make them, but the process I've watched, it's not the process. It's time consuming, like all good home food is, but it's the quantities you have to make it in to make it worth the time to do. It's making the sauce, shredding the meat, cooking the meat, shredding the meat, making the masa, soaking all the husk, folding everything the right way, and then steaming it. And then you have tamales after 14 hours worth of work. Yeah, I don't do mole. I don't like mole. I just like enchilada sauce. I like the flavor of the ancho chili. But here's the thing, I do not like chipotle. Chipotle is just a roasted jalapeno, but I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't know what they do to it. I just don't like it. That's why tamales are expensive, but it's worth it. I like tamales here in San Antonio, or when I was in San Antonio. Every auntie made them every Christmas. It used to be $12 a dozen, and sometimes it used to be $6 a dozen. Then it was $12 a dozen, and now they're $20 a dozen. And I like them. Actually, I really like my tamales more the South American way, not the Mexican way, which has more masa, and it is wrapped in a banana leaf, different flavor. Oh, so good. I think that's a Peruvian style. I'll stop talking. I make tamales, I get 25 a dozen. Yes, they're $25 now, $25. Yeah, because it's not just labor intensive, it's just ingredients are expensive now, you know. Oh yeah, worth every penny. And I like Guatemalan tamales. Maybe they're Guatemalan tamales. They're wrapped in a banana leaf, but they're more masa to meat ratio, and the flavor of a tamale wrapped in a banana leaf, so much different. So much different. Yeah, you know what? It probably is Guatemala, not Peru, because Peru's too high. It has to have banana leaves. Right? Um but anyway, I'll stop talking about food. But here in Texas, tamales are a common Thanksgiving side dish and Christmas dish. I mean, very common. We have them all the time here. They will go first. People will eat them first. They're very, and we sell them in our grocery store. They're not as good as the homemade ones, because for me, truly, it has to be the masa has to have a lot higher fat content than most people are kind of maybe comfortable with. But this isn't a diet food, guys. It's like you don't eat a dozen, you eat a couple. Venezuelan tamales are insane. I need to look those up. What's everyone cooking for Christmas dinner? Miss Jelly, banana leaves give it a different taste. Yes. I have a ham in my refrigerator as a backup, but I don't know. Normally for Christmas Day, James and I will go down to San Antonio and hang out with my sister, with the nieces and nephew, our niece and nephew, and we go have Indian food. The Indian restaurant used to be open 365 days a week. They have now, after 20 years of business, they are now closed on Mondays, but they're still open on every holiday. They have a big shindig. It's a big thing because they're Hindu, so they're not going to be closed on Christmas. And so we go there, and then but if we used to do Christmas Eve and with my husband's family, but his mom lives with us and his brother is always working. So he works in food. So he can't, every holiday he's working. So we normally meet the weekend before or the weekend after, and I have a ham as backup. So ham, if we end up getting together, if we don't get together, fine. We might just get together for Christmas gifts or go to a restaurant because we don't meet on Christmas Day itself. We can do whatever we want. Toss up between ham and beef stew. I love beef stew. Or you can have ham and then have ham soup the next day. My husband still wants a deep fried turkey for Christmas. Did he get one at Thanksgiving? Is this just a secondary turkey? We are doing spaghetti and meatballs. Yum! Easy dinner this year. Yeah, my family made a huge fuss for Christmas. So my mother's family, my mother in Denmark, when they're in Denmark, they'll have traditional Danish Christmas, which is duck or goose or a pig roast, or mostly it's duck though, or goose. That's really their traditional Christmas dinner, with all their traditional Christmas foods, and they do have them. But my mom and Klaus are in Thailand this year, and she put up a Christmas tree. So I don't know what they're going to have this year. And my family, my American family, they always did roast tenderloin, or vegetable dish or a seafood dish. We rarely had ham or turkey. It normally was always a beef item because my uncle preferred it that way. Beef and seafood. We're doing homemade, but they lived in Beaumont, Texas, and they're like next to the Gulf of Mexico, which has a lot of seafood, so it makes sense. Hey Jackie, what do you think about Tory Burch? I have a couple Tory Burch. Where did I put that, Tory? Tory, where did I put you? Let me move stuff around and hopefully not knock anything over again. Did I put it behind here? No, I did not. Did I put it behind the bear? Maybe. I haven't used it and I just moved it. No. Oh, yes. Nope, that's the case. I don't know why I have the dust bag in there, but not the actual bag. Put the bear back. Then I must put it over here. Nope. Ah, yes. The shelves that keep on giving, right? Yes, I have 4 bags, 1 cubby. I probably shouldn't store that bag that way. That's actually a bad plan. I'm happy you said something, because that's not how you should store a Tory Burch, especially as expensive as this one is. I needs to do better. I actually need to stuff this one because this is a soft leather, and I think this is called the Fleming. Yes, the Fleming. Yeah, that is a Fleming. This is a trade. I traded a Marc Jacobs era vintage Louis Vuitton to Dawn's Love Couture, and I got this and a Longchamp leather bag and a Coach tote bag. So I got 3 bags for one. And this normally retails for about $600 brand new. That's my problem with Tory Burch. It's not that they're not beautiful. I think they're beautiful. This one is worn really well. It's not new. It's pre-loved. She wore it a lot. She's very good with her stuff. I absolutely need to stuff this. I love the Fleming, but when I went to the store to look at these originally, I like how they folded this over and did the leather chain here with the grommets. So it's two sides of grommets. You want the grommets because that's going to protect the leather. And then it has a divided compartment, and it's just really well. These are really well made. The problem I have with Miss Tory Burch is that they're so very expensive. I don't think. Is this worth $600? It is to somebody. They sell very well. I don't. Because I'm cheap. I'm honest. For $600, I can get a vintage Louis Vuitton. And that's how I kind of look at it. I think for contemporary, she's expensive. I think she has a fan base, but my problem also with Tory Burch is that she has a retail line, boutique line, and then an outlet line. So some of her bags are made for outlet, some of her bags are not made for outlet, and you just have to know. Yeah, if you buy them on sale, absolutely do not buy these brand new. Somebody does. I am not that somebody. It's like Coach with their prices. Yeah, Coach and their prices have gone up tremendously. That even their outlet prices made for outlet are starting at $200 and over $200. Like it's $200 on sale. I'm like, guys, and there is actually, I have been paying more attention to the leather. There is a difference between the Coach boutique and the Coach outlet in their leather quality, but it's minor. To me, it's minor. To me, it's not a $200 jump in price justification. This is beautiful. I love this bag. I've had several Tory Burch bags. I've sold all of them but this one. I actually have one for sale that's not this one. So I have three Tory Burch bags. 2 of them are for sale. This is the one and it's all for sale at my Mercari. And they won't sell. I priced them too high. I know that, but the way Mercari works is you constantly have to lower the price. You have to lower the price to bump it up. There's no sorting. So the only way to get it to the top of the list when people search is to constantly lower the price. So everything on Mercari is artificially inflated. And that's why I always make an offer. Never just go with the list price. The worst they can do is say no thank you. I've had to pick between Tory or Coach. Tory for the win. Oh, yay. Yay, PSA. Tory is more popular. If you're a turn-around bag, if you turn bags around, or if you like what people have right now, Tory is more popular than Coach by far. At least when it comes to the outlet, when I live here, where I live, because the Tory will always have a line. Coach doesn't always have a line. I wouldn't pay $600 for that. But definitely some do. Yes, some do. Some do pay $600 for this. I'm not one of them. I'm not even sure I'd pay $400 for this. I've looked at this bag so many times, so that when Dawn was thinking about selling hers and she wanted to trade for my Marc Jacobs era, vintage Louis Vuitton, I said yes. And the Louis Vuitton I traded her with was great. It was a beautiful bag. I thought it was a forever bag. I really did. It wasn't the most comfortable on my shoulder. My shoulders slope. So I have sloped, rounded, hunched shoulders, and posture. It's all my fault. Partially genetics. That bag was hard for me to carry. It wasn't heavy. It was hard for me to carry comfortably. So for me, it was a trophy bag. I turned it into a trophy bag. I loved the way it looked. I loved the way it felt. I loved everything about it. Never used it. I used it so rarely that I'm like, this is ridiculous. I'd rather use some of the bags. So the bags she gave me, the 3 bags she gave me, I'll use this bag. I think I have used this bag already. And it's going to be my only Tory. I do really like the Tory Burch outlet collection when they do the Zodiac animals. I don't have a problem with Tory Burch. I just don't. I have to pick and choose how I spend money. And she's just a little too expensive even on the resale market because she's too popular right now. When she's a little less popular, people move on to something else, then I'll pick up some of her stuff on the resale market. I generally try never to buy the It bag. I try to buy yesterday's It bag. Always. Because the current It bag is eventually someone's going to get tired of it, and eventually someone's going to sell it. That's how I feel about that. For me, Coach and Dooney had the best leathers. I agree. Let's see. So I'm going to use this and stuff this so it doesn't wrinkle the way it's wrinkling. And I need to put that not where I had it. So now it's going to puff out some more. I need to take better care of this baby because she's too pretty, and I'm not going to replace her if something happens to her. She's it. I like green bags, by the way. And I don't have very many green bags because green bags are my sister's favorite color. So every time I bought green, she was like, oh, can I borrow that? Which means, can I take it? She hasn't seen this one yet. So, yeah. That green is gorgeous. Yes, I wanted this exact same bag in the blue, but I never bought the blue. So now that we're... my teddy bear. This is my Coach 20-year-old, less than 20 years, maybe. What year is this? I don't know. Was a 31P 87, 97, maybe 9713? Who knows? This is one of my cute super buys that I got from, I think I got this one from Mercari. This is, I think, one of those QVC bags that were for QVC. I think they have them now, though. But I think I got this bag for $50. And again, with this, it's the color, right? Seasonal colors go on sale. They still make that bag. So this is the dust bag that should have been surrounding this. You know, why I didn't have them together, I don't know. Probably because, which bag is your favorite? Oh, don't Miss Jelly. That's like, okay. Depending on my mood in the day, my favorite, favorite. Do I have a favorite? Probably hey Aaron, my favorite bag is the Courtney sack by Dooney. I have two of them. Very similar to the Louis Vuitton, I think, Delightful or Graceful. One of those bags. Very comfortable bag. Fits everything. It's an envelope style large sack. And that is my favorite bag in the Florentine. They do have it in pebbled leather, but it's the Florentine, which is my favorite. I was looking for this the other day. This is my Simbano green. I've worn this one a couple times. When I wear a green dress, and that's why I'm trying to get more colors, because I've been wearing more outfits with more colors. Let's just do this for now. So anyway, my teddy bear. He's one of my mohair vintage bears, and he has a Coach Twilly on his neck. Sit back there. There we go. So I think, okay, so I can tell you my surprise buy of the year is a new one. Show us. Oh, okay. The Courtney. Oh, it is in the corner. Let me get it. So this is. Okay, so this is the Courtney sack. I ordered a soft Fleming from sale. Nina, I never had anything from the brand. I love Coach. Yes, the soft Fleming is a beautiful bag. It's soft. The leather is delicate. It's not as hardy as the Coach. I know. I wish I had one of those, like rotating, like just a rotating closet of bags. Wouldn't that be cool? So it is a Florentine, and it has the collar. I bought this last year at Christmas, after Christmas. I got this bag for a steal. I got this for $100. These are not brand new, because I don't know how. But you can really tell the plating on this is beautiful. The reason why this is so, I mean, it's literally an envelope. It is an envelope. It has width, it has bottom, it has a feet. It's just an envelope. And I've used this. There's scuffing, there's some scarring on here. Now, I know my monitor shows it orange. This is not orange. It is beautiful red. But what I love about it, because of how big I am, it looks great, and with my shoulders it's actually very comfortable, and because it's slim but large, your stuff distributes along the width of this bag. It doesn't bulge out, so as a shoulder bag it's very comfortable. And this is a full leather bag, with, well, it has a fabric lining. I have a piece of fluff. Anyway, so this bag is literally, and it has a magnetic closure. This is truly my favorite Dooney bag, and I have two. I have one in natural, and I have one in red. And they currently make them in pebbled leather. I don't have one of those, but I would not be opposed. So when people say, "What's your favorite bag?" This one. I have the vintage mohair teddy, but mine is brown. Ah, yes, I love mohair bears. I noticed that the red looks orange. Yes, the red looks orange, but it's red. It's beautiful. I don't know why. Anything I wear, that's really a true red. Now, if you've all seen Dooney's red, this is Dooney red. This is not the Bordeaux. This is the red. It just looks orange. Yeah, like my poor Mickey and Minnie's look orange over there too. But let me put the. Actually, I might leave this out because I might wear this. I mean, it's 'tis the season, right? The other bag I really love is the Perry satchel by LV, not LV, by Louis Vuitton, and not Louis Vuitton, Jackie, Dooney and Burke Perry satchel in Florentine. I like that bag. It's heavier. It's heavier than that one. So for usability, right now, my current favorites are the Dinky Coach, this one, and because I've used this 3 days in a row. And my all-time favorite would have to be that Florentine Courtney sack. Because when people ask, what's your favorite bag, I always go to that one because it is so easy to carry and use. It's so effortless. It's very effortless. This is one of those bags I really like. This is why I'm so happy to get the Fendi that's coming to me in the mail. This is my not Fendi. This is I forgot the name of the style, but this is a Radley of London bag. And it has nods to the Fendi, and I love this bag. It's a really beautiful, soft, and a mixed color, so it's a blush with a cream. Oh, the Andy. I like the Andy bag, Susie. I don't have the Andy bag. I've been thinking about getting one of Winnie BLV's. She has one for sale. She had a couple Andy bags, and she has an Andy bag she never used, so she put it for sale. So I'm thinking about buying hers, but right now the budget says no. So I'm like, fine. And the other bag I pulled down was this bag. This is my other Rogue. This is a Rogue I traded for. I traded in 1941. Irony, I bought a Rogue 17 in Orchid, or Primrose from Winnie BLV. And I traded it for this one. This is the original Rogue style. This many people find too heavy. So she had it and she wasn't gonna, it was too heavy. So we swapped bags. I gave her the Rogue 17 and she gave me this Rogue essentially 30. And I love it. How does that bag? Oh, okay, I'll get up. Wait a minute. The Dinky or the Radley of London. So I wanted to look at this real quick since I have this. Okay, they did change how these are made. So the one that I got that was the first generation Rogue. This is what I want to show you guys. Part of the problem with how that one was made is this bottom bit right here where it got a lot of friction. This is made a little bit differently than that one, but it doesn't matter. I like this bag. I think this bag's gorgeous. I love blue. I love blue. Oh, the pink Radley is okay. Let me go back and get the Radley out, and I'll show you how that one opens. I got that off of Macy's, and I like Radley of London because if you watch, you can get those bags for a third value because they'll go down all the way to last act. And that one I got for over $100, and it was originally over $3. The pink one. I would love to have an LV Speedy. Which one though, Erin? There's so many. I love the Rogue bags. I just got a Rogue 20 in black. Yes, Angela. I wanted to get the Rogue 20 in black because the Yoda Style got one. And I think David's Closet got one. And they're so pretty. But I know that the 20 is not my size. The 30 is my size. The 20 to me is a little too small. So this one, the way this opens is, if you look at it, and you know how I hate divided compartments. This is my exception. It has a center divide, but because it's such a large bag, it's just an open. It's just open, and then it has two snaps. It's really neat. It has, and then it has a long shoulder strap that hooks to these. So, and then this, I think this unsnaps too if you need it to have a wider opening, but I don't. I carry the same things. I had the label in there. Let me see if it says what this is called. Because they still make this bag. These go on sale because of the colorway. Colors go on sale. Styles keep going. So it was $318. And it's called Lightberg. And this is the bag. It's called the Bedford Row. And it is the medium size bag. So there must be a larger size. So this is the Bedford by Radley of London. And I got it for a little bit over $100, and it originally sold for $318. And it's just the style. It's the color. So they still make the style, but the color was being phased out because of seasons. And they come with these amazing dust bags. Even their wallets do. They have these beautiful heavy-duty dust bags. And for my white bags, I do put them in here. And it has a label. So that's one of I bought new from Macy's versus I bought used. Let me see. I'm a Rogue fan. Yes, I'm looking for an LV Speedy, either 25 or 30 in Epi. Not sure. Yeah, Epi. Epi is this leather. The one that's new and current that they're coming out with again. This is a heavily coated leather. So if you don't like the way this feels, but you like the way it looks, it might not work for you. It's a very structured bag. Anything with Epi is. And looking at pre-loved, there's lots of the real and fashion file. Yes. Thank you, Jackie. The Speed 25 is the Bandolier or the Damier Ben. My Speedy 35. Okay, 25. Here, the Speedy 35 has been sold pre-loved at TK Maxx for $1K. That's really dang good, actually. Jackie, do you have? Yes, I do. Okay, so this is a Louis Vuitton right here. This is a Louis Vuitton Segur. I can't speak French. It's Segur or Segur bag. This is an LV. You can buy this pre-loved for about $500 or less, depending on condition. Jennifer says, I have a small black Radley hobo hair on hide. She was my first fancy. Huh, that's cool. Bag purchase. Now, where did I put the ribbon? Okay, so this ribbon, I just do this to keep the handles up as much as I can, so they're not. If they lay on their sides, they can dent the leather. Even super sturdy leather. I do have, Seg. You pronounce the Y? Seguri? Segure. I can barely pronounce English, guys. But I do have I have two Speedies. So let me pull them out phonetically. How do you do a Y? Seguri? Seguri. How do you pronounce Y? Your R-E. Let me get the Speedies. I'm showing you all the things today. And dropping everything. I'm going to drop more stuff because it's in the corner. It's not easy to get to. Why I put them in the corner, I don't know. Oh, actually, my other Speedy is in the my bedroom. Oh, let me pull out my llama. He was hanging out with my bags. I have to hide him from the dogs. I have this one. This is a Bosfor bag. This is part of the men's collection. I had all the Vachetta replaced. This is my true love. I love this bag. This is my running around town bag. It's like yours, but the Y isn't hit hard. Segure. Oh, Segure. Okay, Segure. Got it. Segure. Got it. French. Y is more. Oh, got it. Awesome. Thank you. I'm so bad. Even though I speak Thai and English, I'm so bad with pronunciation. My Thai is very accented, and my English is Western accent, Southern accent, and I was so bad at trying to learn Spanish. I took American Sign Language as my foreign language. Oh, I probably need to put this somewhere different. This is my Speedy 25. I don't know the size. I don't think it's the 30, but it's the bandolier. Well, I have to hide the llama from the dogs, so the dogs will eat the llama. So these are my two canvas, and then I have epi leather. I have three epi leather and one more fabric LV called the Lynn, the mini Lynn design. Yeah, it looks like a 30, but I think it might be a 30 because the regular like 20 is too small for me. So I don't think this is a 25, but I don't have a measuring device next to me. 30? Yeah, 30. Let's call it a 30. So this is and the handles are fine, but to keep them fine, I bought these leather things so I can just put that there so this touches my skin and not so much the handle. It's probably something I should, I don't know, take off when I'm not using it and just put them on. Actually, I will do that. Put them on when I'm going to go take it out someplace because you want them to age at the same rate, and if you're covering part of it, you don't want, I don't think I just hit the keyboard. You don't want it to, anyway, long story short. Oh, that's where I put that? Not jewelry this time. Just stuff. So anyway, I'm going to put that in my bedroom. And this is one of my favorite bags. I think I bought the Bosfor bag for $500, and then it cost me $600 to replace the Vachetta. There. I'll clean up later. So, that's a canvas Speedy. Yes, that's a canvas Speedy. Yes, I have that's so I actually have the fabric Speedy, made f basically, it's the canvas not coated, and it was called the Lin. I love that one. I love it a lot. D. Higginbotham says, "Epi leather is indestructible. I have a yellow Alma PM from 1996, the yellow epi leather, and TV looks yeah, it looks new." Um, Andrea, "I really want the Speedy 35. That's my true size, but the tiny handles drop makes it awkward for me. No pushing to yeah, that I almost wanted a 35 too, and I tried it out, but it was so awkward. It's almost like luggage. My my dress just rolled over my my chair rolled over my dress. Um do 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 do. Hey, Ivana, which is my pursuit of happiness. Mini Lynn, yes, those are so cute and soft. Yes, I have a Mini Lynn Speedy. It's in my bedroom though. New discover News stories from Jackie. Yeah, I know. The 25 I have never shown you guys that one. I mean, I think I showed it maybe in one of my very early videos, but that's something I'm learning that I need to redo some videos because people rarely go back into the archives, and I have over 200, I realize, and they're not all that great. And my lighting's better now, so I'm gonna probably do some more, current. I've reduced so many of my bags that 35 is too big for me. Your dress is so thank you. It's from Timu. I have 3 of them. I bought the brown, the pink, and the blue. Um, Andrea V, yes, I thought I'd like a 40, but even on me, to my tallest, more luggage territory, yes. Um, oh, my phone. Like, what's move? Oh, my sister's calling. I just hung up on her. Let me. Oh, Winnie just texted me. And let's see. I missed about 3 other texts. And James says he's almost home. Okay, so let me text James real quick. Yes, we're in the same household, and yes, we communicate through text all the time. um, rental property for the 40. I like the 40. I think Birkin Boy, he says his first Birkin with a Birkin 40. I don't know if I could care. I mean, that's heavy. Um, I tried the 35 Speedy, and it was too much luggage like for me, but not quite enough luggage, if that makes any sense. Um, Thank you, Jennifer. Yeah, I bought a new lighting bar, and my microphone's the same microphone. I moved it closer, and I'm trying to speak into it versus away from it, which I have been doing. Um, I don't do that. I do that too. Text hubby. Yeah. Oh yeah, he's just right. He's in the bedroom. I text him because he's um he says he has Watson snoring on him. Um, Text is a modern day. Yes, sure is. Um, New York to Tokyo 40s can be rented by the really? Oh, 40s can be duffel banish. Yeah, the duffel baggish. Absolutely. That's why the keep all 50 is the keep all 50 and not the speedy 50. So, um, yes, micro placement is better. Awesome. I was watching. Who was it? I think it was Jacob. It might have been somebody else. I don't know. They all blur. I think he was talking about the Louis Vuitton, or it was something else. Are they fooling us to the? It was somebody else about the new It bag for men, and it's actually the keep all, but there is really just a speedy. I think that I can't remember who did that. It was a fun video though, but it's like, yeah, it's like the Keepall is a Speedy. Hello, it's just bigger. It's called a Keepall. Basically, it was the Keepall first that got reduced down to a Speedy. That's how the Speedy came about. It was a luggage piece that was reduced down by request. You know. So James and I are in the movie at 3:30, so I'll probably have about 15 more minutes to hang out with you guys, and then wrap it up. But I will be back on Tuesday evening, because today is James's birthday, so we're gonna go to a movie. We already went and had fancy dinner the other night. We went and had Thai food, and his choice, and we went and had a steak dinner a weekend ago, his choice. So we're just kind of bumming around town. Winnie! Yes, and I'm only going to be here for 15 more minutes, but you missed the other 3 hours. And we talked about you, Miss Winnie. I'm surprised your ears weren't burning. It's like, yeah, we can't keep up with, James is 44 years old today, and I will be keeping up with him on the 28th, and so he's just taking a break. He's taking a rest, hanging out with the dogs. Bry says, I've started to build my Radley of London bags due to Macy's. That's exactly where I buy mine, Bry. You can get the Radley London bags off Macy's for a third off if you wait long enough. I've gotten several wallets and several bags. Eventually that will go away as people realize how cool these bags are. I think it's just because it's new to our market. It's new to us. Winnie says, I was editing, filming, and all things Vlogmas. I'm going to bed. Oh my goodness, Winnie. Vlogmas is exhausting. I think next year, Winnie, you should do Vlogmas week. Just do one video a week with the week's worth of vlogs, because that's just exhausting. Andrea, happy birthday, James. Winnie, love you. Meatloaf recipe. Hi, you guys. Hi, Winnie. We're all saying hi to each other, watching that video now. It's beyond, it's ridiculous. I'm watching Rakita, her video. I mean, because it's not like you aren't just sitting in front of the camera with a stream of consciousness. You're really, literally vlogging. You're showing your wake up, your routine, and that takes effort and time to film. I will never do that. And then you have to edit that. That stuff has to go together somehow. It doesn't just happen, I just sit down, film for 10 minutes, and walk away. I'm not sitting there trying to stitch a whole day into one thing. I can't keep with all the videos. As a viewer, I can't imagine y'all as a creators. Yeah, I can't keep up as a viewer either. I really can't. It's and I have a lot of time to view. This is my hobby. YouTube has become my new hobby. I read books, I watch YouTube, and I go to work, So oh yeah, this week might be back in the purse room. Yeah, go back in the purse room. Just sit down and say hi and talk about your day versus showing video. Although it's pretty cool because I've seen parts of like Rakita's house I never thought I'd see, because you're out of the purse room. You're in the house. You're just showing other stuff. Andrea V, there's got to be an easier way to Vlogmas, maybe once a week, 7 Advent days at once. Yeah, because that's what Cassie Thorpe is doing, and I think it's a lot more manageable instead of being Vlogmas. I mean, it's still Vlogmas. It's just like weekly. It's four extra videos instead of 25 or 25 videos from the 1st of December to the 25th. It's a lot. And last year I only did I only watched a handful of people like Winnie and Yota and now right now I can't even keep up. Miss Jelly, that's why I'm not a YouTuber. Yeah. I don't like the editing process because my editing software isn't that great. Winnie says they keep giving me lippies. Yay! Pass some my way. I just got a free lipstick today. This is a lip gloss from Victoria's Secrets. I like it, except that it's flavored, and I hate flavored, but it looks nice, right? I put it on top of my Dior lip glow. Yeah, that's the thing about Advent calendars, is especially the makeup ones, is sometimes you get a lot of stuff you don't want. But you have daughters. Just put them in their stocking stuffers. They won't know the difference. Y'all, interview, y'all, if you miss filming a Vlogmas day, don't sweat it. Can always title next one days 12 through 15 or whatever. That's pretty cool. I think that's a good idea too. Just label the days. Yeah. Chats with Chris. I'm a bit backlogged on videos to watch, but get to them all. Oh yeah, eventually, but I've had to skip through some. When he says, Jackie, do you know what I did with the sparkly Sabano bags I traded you? What I did with this. You did a video about them. And I have one. I have one right here. You have the other one. What did you do with yours? You did a whole video. That's why I never get them, and their makeup isn't even good. I'm sorry you're suffering. Yeah. I did it at the Macy's. Did I trade you? I can't find it. You gave this to me. I can't remember. This was part of, I think this one was part of the LV trade. Yeah. And you had the other one. You only gave me one. I think you gave one away to somebody else. And you gave me this one. We traded this one like a year ago, Winnie. Did I trade you? I can't find it. No, the white one, you kept the white one. This is the black one. So the white one, you must have given the white one with the black Simbano. Yeah, you must have given that away. I think you said it was one of your kids, one of your daughters. Ask them. But you only have 2 daughters, so clearly you must be given the other one. Yeah, you did. You traded this one, but you didn't trade. This is the only one I got from you that was sparkly. And then I have your other brown, fuzzy, furry one and the green. Did I buy the green one? I might have bought the green one. I think I bought the green one. Or you traded me the green one? Did I buy this one or did you give me? I think these are from you. No. But these are the only Simbanos I have other than the pink one. Yes, Maddie. Good deal. I remember. Yes, I thought so. Because she said she loved it. Like, you didn't even get to keep it. Like, as soon as you got it, she borrowed it probably forever. That's how it works. That's okay. You have her Louis Neverfull in your house. It works out. I blame Ambien. Okay, good. I was like, what the heck? Yeah. Chris, I enjoy dog advent calendars because the dogs never disappoint. Yes, that's true. I saw one advent calendar for humans I liked, but it's $1,200? What advent calendar was that, Chris? Andrea, if you blame it on the Ambien, should be, yes, it's like almost with me. Don't text after 10 p.m. And yet here I do. I didn't have, okay, so I bought the green one. Yeah. Dog advent calendars are adorable. I liked Fun Fit Fab. Somebody got their advent calendar and they said it's pretty good, but I stopped that subscription so long ago. I did not buy any advent calendars this year, but next year I want to get that. I want to get that one that you have, Winnie, from Harry Potter. So next year, let me know where you got that. Oh my gosh, day 11 is missing a piece. That's not fair on that puzzle. I want to do that puzzle too. That seems like fun also. Yeah, I try not to do advent calendars. I love them. The first year I did it with last year, and I was going to do them this year. And I told my friends, oh, we should do this. And well, my sister and my other best friend, and we all do it together. And then crickets, they didn't want to do it. I'm like, and they love makeup. That's what I didn't understand. Like, you guys love makeup. I think the 12 days calendars are better for product, but it has to be so generic. It has to be so kind of not too wild. Speaking of makeup, does anybody have the Chanel lipstick 494 called Attraction? It's a very dark. Let me see if I can pull up the color. I really want it. You want this red Valentino? Yes, I do, Winnie. Yes, I do. I don't have a red Valentino lipstick. I like red lipsticks. Let me see if I can pull up this lipstick I do want, and I'm not sure I'm willing to spend the money for it. But that's not the right color. That is, yeah, 494, and it's called Attraction, in the Chanel Ultra Hydrating Lip Color Rouge Cocoa. And this is the color. I think that would look... I really want that super fancy Rue Cambon Chanel one, but it's like $200 lipstick. So this is a $40 lipstick, and I think it kind of looks like the color, you know. Thank you, Winnie. Oh, Chris, I have some calendar called the Countdown Calendar. And last year we did chocolate advent calendars for my husband. The dog got into it. Oh my God. I panicked because dogs can't have chocolate, but it was just a few pieces, but I was still terrified. It'll make you a Christmas care pack. Yay! I take it Maddie and Carter don't wear red lipsticks. Because I was wearing a pink lipstick today. I'll show you. In one of my photos, I think on Instagram, it will show you. It's this color. It's actually super bright pink. It films more orange. But I was wearing it, and it was so bright. And my sister's like, what is that color? I'm like, you can have it. She's like, really? She's like, yeah, it's too bright for me. So she's going to get this. So we swap. The one cool thing about having friends that are girls is I can always say, here, take this lipstick. It doesn't resemble that color. Yeah. Oops. They have plenty. Oh, yeah. I everybody has their own brand. Yes, Linda S. That's very similar to the Rue Cam. That's the one I want, is that 255, Rue Cambon 255. So I think the attraction might work. It depends on how it puts on the lip. The problem with that fancy Rue Cambon lipstick is that it's too drying for me. Now, it has moisturizer in it, but it's a long wearing lipstick. So even with the moisturizer, it's still that formula. They don't agree with my lips. Every time I wear a long wearing formula, my lips shrivel, and literally the skin will peel. I don't care what brand it is. If it is it's just whatever's in there. Most liquid lipsticks have some amount of alcohol in them. They have to for sanitary reasons. And I think my lips just hate it. The Disney calendar was, oh yes, that was the Swarovski Disney calendar for $1,300, and I thought it was beautiful. I saw it in person, but it's not everything super Mickey, right? So it's still, but if you look at it per piece based on how much Swarovski cost, it's not really that outrageous, but it is if you're not getting something you want. Beautiful Steps. I did the advent from Estee Lauder and also a few years back, but prefer to choose what I get. Yeah, in general. I'm a NYX gal. Really, Winnie? NYX? No. NARS. Okay, not NYX. NARS I can see you with. I almost bought that Corella lip pencil you have because I liked it on you so much, but I'm not really good. I have a bunch of Estee Lauder and Laura Geller makeup on. I actually have makeup on, Winnie. This is me with makeup, full face, like foundation and everything. I'm very proud of myself. I did that too because I wanted to force myself to use the where did I put it? This stuff. I have some face wash to use, and I wanted to use it. I have a different face wash, but I wanted to try this one. Thank you. I know. This is the problem, though. When you start wearing makeup on film, then when you look at yourself without makeup, you're like, I look sad and sick. Like pale and washed out. This is why we love makeup. It makes us look... Even if you don't feel perky, you can look perky. But I put blush on today, and it was like too much because it was a Kat Von D KVD brand, and it's highly pigmented, and I'm used to a lighter pigment. So when I put it on, I was like, like too much, way too much. Yeah. Once you put makeup on, so that's my goal. I bought another Estee Lauder set. So my goal is, if I'm buying all this stuff, and I'm buying it for this, but if I'm buying it for this, I might as well use the makeup. So my goal is, I'm gonna be 44. I need to take better care of myself, right? That's what I'm telling myself anyway. Huda Beauty has nice liquid lipsticks. Yeah, I just can't do I love the way they look. I just don't like Dior Pink Powder Blush, very light and I need to try that. I have never tried the Dior Pink Powder Blush. I normally don't need to wear blush, but I've noticed that on film, my skin looks different when I watch the replay. It actually even looks different when I'm watching myself being filmed than when I go watch the replay. And I don't always watch the replay. I really don't have time for that, but I do it to make sure how I look. It's like, hey, how do I look? Is that good? Is the lighting good? Is this good? I love blush. I usually wear too much because I love it so much. I put some. Okay, we are about to leave. So I'm so sorry, Winnie. I would have loved to hang out and talk with you longer, but we're going to the movies. James's birthday, so we're going to the movies, and I think popcorn is on the list of things to do, and maybe a cake. We don't know. I'll send pictures. Anyway, my daughter tells me I look like a clown sometimes. As long as you feel great, who cares? You can use too much because those lights wash it up. Yeah, you get washed out. You're right. Tell me the truth. No, seeing these beautiful steps, she's really good with makeup, so she's giving me a lot of hints and pointers because we both have hooded eyes, and I'm still so old school with how I put. I mean, I'm still putting on makeup the way I did like in the 80s. Like I was born in '79, guys, so it's not like I was wearing makeup in the 80s, but my mom was, and that's how I learned. Oh my god, bye. Have fun, guys. Talk to you. Thank you for help. How did I help you with? Oh, finding the bag. That's why you were texting me. Okay. Have a fun. Happy birthday, James. Have fun. James, everyone's saying happy birthday. Yay. He says yay. Meatloaf video. Yeah, I'll have to catch up on videos. Okay, I'm leaving. Bye, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with me. Have a good day. And if I forgot to talk about anything, oh, Winnie, you need to watch the replay. There's a part of this film where I have found go to where you see a brown see me with this purse and watch the video from there because it is hilarious. I really should edit it so you can watch it because hilarious. It is embarrassing but hilarious. Anyway, have a great day. Bye bye, guys.